BuzzFeed, how gay are you?
Bring it up. Bring it up.
Well, we know BuzzFeed is
Bring
pretty
it up.
gay, but you know they're gone now. So
This is gonna be great.
How
All right,
gay
now,
are you?
okay,
to
guys,
be
all right, here are
100%
the rules.
honest.
None of us can answer. These are dermy answers only.
Okay.
We have. All right.
Choose a color. Red, blue, pink, yellow, what the fuck, and green.
lilac.
Lilac.
Lilac's a flower, not a color.
It is a color.
no.
It's
It's
like
a version
purple.
of purple.
Oh my gosh. Did you?
It's a
Hi.
flower.
Maybe
not
he's
a
not
color.
that gay. If he
Maybe
doesn't
he's
know
not that gay.
It's a
True.
fucking version of a purple, dude.
No.
It is
Hold on, hold on.
kind of
Hold
weird
on,
that
hold
they
on,
just did
hold
that
on.
one though.
Hold on. He might still be gay, but he might just be very, very, very retarded.
Oh, that's definite. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
both can be
Right.
true.
Yeah.
But it is
A few moments later.
This quiz does not represent me at all. Jesus fuck!
Yeah.
All that.
Oh, sorry about that. Hi, everybody. Not a whole lot of people in here right now. We'll probably steadily have that change. People can hear me, right? Can you hear me? I'm getting things set up. This is my show. This is my show where I am barely sure of what's happening. Yep, I have audio. Yeah. So, hi to nobody in my chat. It's okay. People will watch this on the replay. I mainly did this tonight on StreamYards. That way, you know, if Kenzo hops in, he can hop on. If things like that happen, as people slowly start to maneuver on in, I got my pop-up windows open. You see? Here, I'll share screen. Window, entire screen, right here. See, I can pull these up both at the same time. See, and this is why I also did it through Rumble, well, on StreamYards instead of just OBS like I have been doing it. It's easier to simul-stream to both Rumble and OBS this way. So for everybody on the Rumble side, hi, how you doing? Well, welcome to my psychosis, my insanity. There's no real good way to pull up a Rumble that doesn't make it look like you might be watching it on Rumble yourself. And for those of you who don't know, if you're over on YouTube, I can do things like this. Like, hey, Legatus showed up earlier. Hail Legatus. I can pull up here. But if you're on Rumble, I can't pull up your chats. Also, because I don't really have to work tomorrow, that's why we're going to go for a little later tonight. I'm implementing the $20 and up super chats. I'll take a shot. And that will also be implemented on the Rumble side. So, hey, you know, if you want to do if you want to share some, we'll do that. And again, this is early in the morning, late at night. Not a whole lot of people are going to be waking up right now. I think it's like 10 a.m. over in the Ukes. Oh, there's Static. What did he say? You know, Ripa took everyone's super chats. Yeah, he did take all this. Jesus. So I backed all the plushies. I blacked. God, I'm already fucking up. I backed Ripaverse, and I backed Anna's calendar. I need money. it's I got paid last Friday. I need some monies, please. I promise I'll never beg for money. I swear it was a thing. Howdy, Grump. How are you, buddy? Hope everything's going good on your side. Hope your streams are doing well. I think, you know what? I don't normally have topics here, but I kind of want to talk about this because this was the stupidest post I have ever seen. Just just the stupidest freaking post. And we're gonna go share screen. Oh, I should enlarge this. Everyone who's screeching, "Leave children alone," is siding with effing Yahtzees who coordinated and executed an attack on a peaceful demonstration. You are all pathetic idiots that will be first in line to be screwed if your ideology wins. Hashtag Call of Duty, hashtag Pride Month, hashtag Ghost. Wow. The amount of misinformation that this person has going through their brain is just remarkable. And I hate that the term misinformation is becoming a thing. They did the meme. Yeah, they did the meme. They did the meme. And once it popped your comment over here, yeah, right there. Yeah, they did. 110% static. And before we go into my comment, everyone is mad about being called out on siding with Yahtzees, but nobody is contesting that they will be effed under new Yahtzee regime. But yeah, long-term planning is an aspect reserved only for intelligent beings. Stupid ones throw ish at what's right in front of their eyes. Well, real quick, when it comes to, the your Yahtzees, and we'll go back a little bit. I pointed it out here. Your Yahtzees were Armenian parents who were protesting the indoctrination of children. Yeah, they were Armenian parents, Muslims that were protesting, and yeah, I think it did get a little violent. I think, from my understanding, I think Antifa showed up to fight them, so that's interesting. The fact that you are okay with what those teachers were doing says a lot about you. Agreed. Leave children alone. Simple enough. Oh, crap. Went the wrong way. I have some moron also tweeting at me that you are straight if you are attracted to male to female trans Jengas, but no, you're not. You're something entirely different. Give me a moment. What? I like a person for who they are, not their identity. That's the long and short of it. There was a fight, but not sure if it went much further than shoving. I need to look into it again. Like, I know about the fight. I know what it was, but oh god, why did I do that? No, stop. Bad computer. Bad. I don't know how it all broke out, but that became the Nick Merck situation. Oh, I also pointed this out, and I like this fact. This sad reality, and I posted it on that person's thing. We'll go share screen again. Didn't Joe Biden just ban a trans activist for doing sexual stuff in front of children? I side with Biden on this one. I mean, Ukraine, heart, America. I don't get it. I had to pull this up. This is one of the stupidest comments I've seen. God, I'm trying to figure out how Nick Rekieta does that properly. Cycling back and forth between his custom thing and this. I've been dealing with morons this week, and I'm actually gonna pull up some of these. Just some of the stupidest people are coming to my comment section, even on YouTube, and I don't know what half these things mean, but I think I'm gonna pull one up. One of these ended up actually being a decent conversation with a guy, but here we'll pull up this one. Zoom in to the best of my ability. I don't normally pull these up, but I think it's interesting right now. I will end up getting into like I'll probably pull up Yu-Gi-Oh and just start chatting with you guys more and more. But here I'll try to zoom in as best of my ability. So here's my Transformers crushes the Little Mermaid. Transformers did relatively okay last weekend. I haven't seen the movie. I probably won't see the movie. I have to go see Flash tomorrow. Oh god. But in this just talked about Transformers being Little Mermaid, talked about the downfall of Disney, and this guy comes in with this. Black moviegoers represented 35% of ticket buyers flocking to see Ryan Coogler's Black Panther on film's opening weekend in February 2018. More than triple the known norm. The Marvel Studios movie was widely credited as groundbreaker, a blockbuster superhero film featuring virtually an all-black cast. The bold movie paid off as the Oscar-nominated film ultimately topped out just north of $700 million at the domestic box office to rank at the top grossing pick of the year. Never brought up Black Panther in my video. Not once. Never mentioned it. Never talked about it. If I did, it was to point out, how Disney changed the posters for China. But other than that, I never actually talked about Black Panther in that movie and that video. And I think my response is just perfect. What does any of this have to do with the topic of the video? Also, the only reason Black Panther did well was because it was marketed beautifully. It was the peak BLM, Black History Month, and the peak of the MCU. Black Panther 2 didn't repeat that trend. Oscars honestly mean nothing because it's a bunch of elites jerking themselves off. That's a white ass name. What was the guy's name? Ethan Killian. Yeah, that is. Jesus Christ. I had another one, and I need to figure out because I ended up taking a screenshot of this one and posting it to Twitter because it was just right here. Truth be told, and I'll zoom in a little bit. Oh god, I hate how this. I wish I could zoom these in and like pull them up separately. More crybaby Yahtzee con bullish. You freaks cry about literally everything in existence that does not actually hurt anyone. Honestly, the fact you creeps spend so much time obsessing over LGBT people in the first place is disturbing as hell. Also, the Yahtzee literally said the same thing about the Jews as conservatives say about what in this video. I was talking about its Twitter. I was talking about the effects that Nick Merck had on the Twitter, on some of its reputation. Now, the season pass outsold so much that it really didn't even matter. That it's still popular. People are still playing the game, and none of this ended up being anything. But I think my responses go perfect here. Okay, Groomer. The fact that you're supporting COD right now says a lot. Also, bro, I ain't straight, and I simp for a trans person. That's usually my response now, because it's quite honest. It's the truth. That's I openly simp for an individual who's trans, and I don't care. I like what I like. Simple enough. But I don't really have many topics. I'll exit out. Wait, I should not have exited out of that. Shite. You know what? Let's just pull up Yu-Gi-Oh. Let's see how this works here. Okay. I'm gonna try a few things because I don't know how this all works properly on StreamYards. Probably need to reshare it after I turn this on. Can you hear the thing? If not, let me know because I will go back and fix it. There was that's still back. You can't hear it? Okay, give me a moment. present, share screen, window, entire screen. Okay, that's how I'm going to have to do this. I can't just go through Windows. So give me a moment. Game settings. Ultimately, I just do it like this because I can have something to do because I don't really have much topics for this. And I like to just hang out with chat, interact with you guys. Of course, the stop sharing thing shows up there because I'm all flipped around right now. Can you hear this static? Yes or no? If I have to turn up the volume, I can. Or I can just find funny things on Twitter as well. Okay, you can hear it now. I'm going to turn it down a bit. And I'm just going to pull this up while we chat with you guys. That's how I've been doing these right now because it's just easier this way. I can be on Rumble right now as well. So if you guys want to hop over there, I do have the Rumble link in my description. For the most part, I just chill out, hang out with you guys. See how you guys are hanging out, doing whatever. Talk to you guys, and you guys can watch as I struggle to beat these final levels on these hard motherfucker. I hate it. I hate it so much. It's such a pain in the butt. Like it is. I've been on this level now for 2 days. Okay, so I have a similar thing, but I'm all based on fire. Oh, good for you. I hate. Okay. We're going to do a similar tactic. This way I can bring out my own big boy. Next, I'm going to use reinforcements of the army to bring Fireboy. I'm now going to activate Saber. Yes. Select cards to send to the graveyard. Yes. And let's also send you. Face up attack. Then I will set you. Secondly, I'm going to set you. What effects do I have in the graveyard? Nothing major. In my turn because I can't attack. But Blazing Meteor Force. So how you been, Static? I love my ability now to just take over streams that I'm not on. It's like a superpower I have. It's fantastic. Oh, lordy. You know what? We're going to do a similar tactic. We're then going to activate you. What? You can send one from your hand to the graveyard, then target one face-up monster on the field. Change it to face-down defense position. I mean, when it comes to that topic of men and the modern day simp, yeah, I have some decent points to make. Select monsters to switch to face-down defense, but why can't I do that? Oh, you fucking cocksuckers. Select cards to add from the deck to your hand. Flip summon. Special summon. Oh, that's right. Then if I do this right, no, I can't. Can I? Let's nod and say I did. And like modern men nowadays are in, they're just up shit's creek. It's so awful. What they have to go through is not good. What I'm thinking of coming in next week. I'm thinking of watching it more often because I didn't know the show existed. And there's some really good points that there's just so much to talk about in this day and age. Yeah, that's right. I see what you're planning. Come on. Oh, you can't attack. This card's gonna be my trump card. This was episode 6. Well, I'm gonna be watching more often. What cards do I have in my graveyard? Water, light, dark, fire, earth, wind. Oh, but simping ain't easy. It takes a lot of work, and I'm too damn old and lazy, so no simping for me. I like that comment, Grump. That is a good comment. And I did like the stream. I thought it was fun. I think it's a good idea that you guys have going on there. And maybe some more broad concepts that can be flushed out in very interesting ways. So, yeah, I think it is a fun idea for a show. We're going to activate you. Shite. Oh, wait. Can I? No. Wait. You know what? We're going to summon you. Special summon. What can I? For each link monster in the graveyard, you can only use the Let's not. What can I do here? Let's activate his effect. Simpin is also kind of lazy because you don't have to try in real life. Yeah. Like I legit feel for the people that do simp. Like Heron's a special story. Because Heron's freaking badass and awesome. And I will not apologize for that. But, oh, hey, Dermy. Hey, Dermy. Hey, Kenzo, how you doing, buddy? But when it comes to, like, actual simping, there's also a streaming does a trick to the brain. And it's a toxic loop that you have to get yourself out of. And here, I'm going to go full screen for this one. I might remove my headset. Then we'll go back to this. Right here. I'm pulling this off because the music. Simping is a toxic loop. And Ricada's actually talked about this a lot. And I firmly believe in it. Men are hardwired to want to take care of women. We just are. We see something pretty, attractive, whatever. We are hardwired to want to take care of this person. And streaming sets up a parasocial relationship that, when it comes to simps, it does become kind of toxic and it's not good. In the sense that you're now giving this person money and they're acknowledging your existence. Oh, I love you too, Kenzo. But when it comes to simping, they start acknowledging your existence the moment you pay that money. You know, oh, hey, that person, they said my name. They acknowledged me. And when it's a pretty girl or somebody you're attracted to, oh my God, they acknowledged me. maybe if I give a little bit more, they'll say my name again. They'll interact with me more. They'll talk to me more. Oh, and when it comes to like these e-thoughts, they figured it out. Okay, they're what they're doing is they're playing the psychological game. That technically they're just doing what they need to do to get the money. Get that money. I don't care. But the guys need to snap out of it. Okay, it is fun. Okay, it is nice. You get Amaranth, who honestly looks like a piece of plastic, but when you haven't had anything for years, when you barely ever get a woman to acknowledge your existence, Amaranth comes around and goes like, "Oh, hi there," and we'll use Kenzo as an example. "Hi there, Kenzo. Oh, you gave me 5 biddies? Well, I'm gonna write your name right here on my hand. See, Kenzo." And then the more money you give, oh, maybe she'll put it on her arm. Maybe she'll put it up here on her thigh and slowly get closer to the boobies. Oh, she's now in a hot tub straddling a pickle, writing names on that. Kenzo, I just use you as an example, buddy. Don't. It's not the end. We're talking about simping in this psychological thing. Now she's straddling a pickle in a very tight bikini. I mean, Kenzo, don't tempt me with a good time. But she's now straddling that pickle and she's writing names on that pickle. Well, that pickle is very obviously a phallic substance. Writing your name on it, well, that becomes your phallic part. It's this sick thing that the guys have to break out of themselves, because I can't blame the women for doing what is natural. I equate this simping crap to in-game purchases. I see your point. I do. I disagree. Solely because when it comes to... This is more hardwired into us just by birth. Men in particular. Women, it's not really there. When women don't fucking care. Okay, but for guys, it's there. It's this need to take care of. It's this need to go further. It's this need to build and create and care for somebody. It's this hardwired thing within us. And you can't stop it. Yes, 100%. Yes, Static, 110%. Men are much more I cannot say that word. Susceptible to the attention thing because it's in our nature. Think about it. Just think about it. From birth, we were taught that men are the provider, men are the caregiver. Men have these innate rules just given to us by nature. You can see it in nature all the time. And when it comes to simping, it's just our nature kind of being thrusted out there. The man yearnings provide... Yeah, the man's yearnings to provide is very real. Exactly. I feel for simps. I really do. Those guys, all they want to do is provide. All they want to do is give, but they're demonized throughout all of society. They're told that they're awful people just for looking at a girl inappropriately, just for checking out a girl's rump. And my God, my nose hairs need to get trimmed. I can see them right now. Oh God, it's bothering me. But if you look at a girl in just the wrong way, you can be admiring a very fine girl, but if you look at her just a little bit too long, just in the wrong way, you're a creep. You're a monster. What you did is wrong. You need to be ashamed of what you did. When in reality, you did nothing. You admired somebody for their beauty. God's great creation. Or boy, yeah. Well, no, actually, when you admire guys, it doesn't really work that way. But this is a point that I brought up on Static Stream, and I heard this through Ricada, and he actually did like a poll and thought it through. How scientific it is, I don't know, but most guys actually don't get told that they're attractive. It is very rare for a man to be told, hey, you're looking good. And for several of the men that do hear this, they remember the date and the time because it's so rare. Women, they get told, oh, we're beautiful, we're fantastic, we're amazing constantly. Men never get to hear told this. Aw. Oh, well, thank you, Kenzo. I think you're fine as fuck too. Can't wait for meme stream. I'm coming back and I'm coming back hard. When it comes to simping, when it comes to e-thoughts, when it comes to all this, like, e-thoughts are just simply doing the oldest profession. Let's be real. They're just hoeing themselves out. They're doing what they need to do to get that money. How can I say no to that? Because I simply think that they're just whores. That's about it. I can't change that. When it comes to men, you need to fight it. You need to find purpose in your life outside of these girls you will never meet. You will never meet Amaranth in real life. And if you do, she's going to treat you like shit. Kenzo going to be sending Hundy soup soon. Hey, Kenzo, I mean, if you send $100, I'll take my shirt off and rub my nipples. I'll do it. John Connors, what did you say here? Compliment a woman, it makes her dry. It makes her day. Compliment, I'm going to say this is supposed to be a man. It fuels him when he needs it. Years after. Exactly. 110%. Do I sell panties? No, but I feel like there's a business venture here. I do. Because as we established on Static Stream, I'm 110% an e-thought. I am 110% an e-thought, and I have no shame. Like, I have no shame to what I do. And yes, people should have some shame in their life, but when it comes to me, I've been shamed constantly. Your phone keys, my bad. Oh, yeah, phone keys. Not a problem, John. Not a problem at all. Where was I at all this? Oh, men need to find purpose. You need to find a reason to go out in the world. Because of what a lot of these Sims are, they have no purpose. That's why when they see Amaranth and stuff, they get tricked into maybe if I give her a bunch of money, I'll finally have purpose. But no, that's not going to give you purpose. You need to find your own purpose in life. Me, I am perfectly fine. Granted, I don't want to live in this place forever. I'm actually actively trying to save up money to get my own spot. But I am perfectly fine living out my life, working at that feed mill because it gives me 401k, tons of benefits, tons of good stuff, and interacting on YouTube. If I never get bigger than 1,000 subs, if I never, reach that 100k milestone, that would be beautiful, I'll be fine. I'll live happily. Because I find purpose in other things in life. I've started going to the gym every day. Granted, this week has been a little rough because of my work schedule, but I'm going to the gym. I'm starting to find purpose outside of doing absolutely nothing because we need to work, but we also need a reason to work. If you're just working to work, you lose that purpose and that drive to go further. I can't believe there was a while there at my day job because I only became a bagger at my job relatively recently. It would have been in December when I actually became a bagger. Like, I finally got this promotion after working there for 2 years. My internet's crapping out a little bit, so give me a moment. I might robot. And there goes my headset. But I finally got a promotion after 2 years. 2 years, I was doing nothing but basically sweeping all day long. in a dust factory. I would get up every morning, go to work, and sweep. Sweep out every ounce of that place, clean it up top to bottom, and every day it would be dirty again in all the exact same spots, and I'd have to do it all over again for 2 whole years. And then I started YouTube, and I got a little bit more of a drive back. But once they told me, hey, you've been working here for 2 years. Yes, people manufacture dust. When you work at a feed mill static, all you're really working with is dust. Different minerals, different substances. Oh, excuse me again. I'm burping up a storm. Fun fact, and I had to get taught this. In your egg yolks, yep. Kenzo, I love dirty things too. Oh, I love them. Oh yeah, the feed mill. Yep. But I'm familiar. I've lived on a ranch. Yeah. Well, I only learned this about, I think, a year and a half ago, that in fact your egg yolks aren't naturally yellow. There's a special dye in chicken feed that turns egg yolks yellow. I didn't know that. And that's stuff that we have to deal with. Now that dye is extremely dusty. And it goes all over the place. All throughout this feed mill, there's different little areas that you would never think would get dusty as fast as it does. But you could have a complete area completely cleaned off, completely perfect, completely amazing. I like them orange. Hey, everybody likes them in their own way. But you can have this area just perfectly cleaned off. And then in 5 seconds, it can be all destroyed again. I watched it today. I watched it today. I worked my ass off to clean up this area by the bagger. And in a matter of 5 minutes or so, no, not even 5 minutes, basically 3 minutes, I watched as bagger starts running. All the work that I did was gone. Every second of that work is gone. And now I have this massive pile of crap. Like my bowls. Kenzo, I love you, buddy. I love you. Oh, I love you. And I hate that YouTube technically censored your comment. Because it's not on the YouTube side. But how did I get to this point? Why dye the feed? Why dye the feed? For a presentation of the final product? I don't get it. No. It's a slight dye. Like a very slight dye. Like you don't actually see it within the feed, but it's a very slight dye that ends up affecting the yolks. That's about it. Like there's small little things that you put into animal feed that do have effects on the animal. Now we talk about this when you start talking about like, hey, eating cleaner meat, not so processed foods. Make sure you know what the cows are eating, you free range, whatever. There's like I learned this when I first started because we actually work with a lot of garlic at our place. Tons of garlic on the feed mill. And from April till about late August, early September, there's a lot of things that call for garlic. And the reason for that is garlic is a natural tick and flea repellent. And you put it in your cow's food, your pig's food, your horse feed, whatever, it will naturally repel ticks, fleas, all these rodents, well, all these parasitic animals or parasitic creatures. Yeah, it helps ward off vampires too. That's right, Kenzo. Helps ward off vampires, vampire cows, and what have you. What was that? Little vampire cows. I love that movie. God, I need to see that again. But these small little things have major effects. The certain chemicals that you do put into feed that animals need. Animals need certain medications now and then. It helps them out. It helps them formulate stuff. It's like the salt blocks that you would see that horses lick on and stuff. Actually, most animals in nature, they don't get the proper amount of sodium. That's why you have salt blocks. It's just facts. And the animals love salt. They just love it. I don't get it, but they love licking on it. Don't suggest ever getting in front of their mouths, though. Bad things. Bad things. But how did I get here? Oh, yeah, purpose. Man needs purpose. Men need purpose. You need a reason to wake up in the morning, go to work, come home. You need a reason to do that usually. And for most men, all they're doing is forcing themselves to constantly get up, go to work, come home. Get up, go to work, come home, because that's your job. But at the same time, you need that driving force, because if you don't have that driving force, all you're doing is cannot say the word, repetitive functions that you're just being ingrained to, but you're slowly grinding yourself down. And you can't come out and say, hey, I feel awful. Hey, I need to take a personal health day because I'm about to go insane. Constantly doing this every single day, 24/7. You're not allowed to say that because you're a man. You're supposed to take it. You're supposed to suffer, which I don't have a problem with. Hey, Dermy is gonna have a two-toned beard if he keeps talking like this. Static, I swear to God, if I ever do that, if I ever dye my beard that way, I want all of my chat, all the people I stream with, everybody to find me and throw me off a bridge into like a pond or something like that in Minecraft, because that would be the worst thing ever. I will say, do you know the song Ram Ranch, Dermy? I imagine that's what Kansas is like. No, I actually don't. I might look that up. Kansas is actually very, very flat, but it does have beautiful sights if you know where to look. But I will say, when it came to Jack Murphy, he was saying some actually good things here or there, but he was a freaking grifter at the same time. Like, the Manosphere grift is easy. I'm not going to be a part of the Manosphere grift. I'm laying down facts. Like, you need purpose. You need drive. Men have innate biological functions that requires them to go out and take care, build, and provide. Well, provide and take care are the same thing. But friggin' Ram Rants, you should, man. It's a classic. I'll look at it. No, stop, don't, LOL. Oh, I will never do the whole Manosphere grift. I think that is it's one of the most disgusting things out there, in my opinion. Profiting off of the suffering of men and not actually giving them like a way forward. I don't like it, because men need, because of where we are in society. No, I don't have a problem with Andrew Tate. Come on, John, it's art. I don't have a problem with Andrew Tate, but the same reason Jordan Peterson rose is the same reason Andrew Tate rose. They just said, hey, men, you're not crap. Men, you're not awful individuals. Men, you're men, and you don't need to be ashamed of yourself because of the way you were born. The simple things that we used to be okay with. Oh, you can't give anyone a way forward. They have to find it themselves. Exactly. Well, let me be more specific, maybe. You're right that you need to find your own path forward, but kick in the butt. That would probably be maybe a better thing with the Manosphere grift is a lot of men come out and say, well, we have the solution. You need to go do this. You need to go do that. And in reality, their way forwards are nothing more than crap. But maybe what I should say is, let me think of this. Because you're right. They never, they never truly give you a way forward. Is still a valid point. Because you're also right. There is no true way to give you a way forward. They say they have a way forward, but they don't have it. Well, no. I think simple key phrases maybe. Crap! Now I'm using my brain. You can see the smoke pouring out of my head. You can see it on stream. How would I phrase this? I would say this. Let's take Nick Rekieta, for example. Because I think Nick Rekieta truly did give me a purpose, a way forward, and to not keep living this purposeless, this life that was just get up, go to work, come back, get up, go to work, come back, get up, come to work, get back. I think you need at least a male figure, a strong male figure. It's weird that it's Nick Rekieta for me. Well, it's Nick, Jeremy, and Ryan. You need a strong male role model, however it is, to just kick you in the butt. Kick you in the butt. Maybe point you in the right direction. Maybe say something to you that lights that fire. That ultimate drive to want to go forward. That's what most men need. And we don't have that nowadays. We don't have that strong male role model to wake up someday and kick you in your butt. Sorry, I'm ignoring what Kenzo said right here. Let me get to it. In this case, it was one man's vision brought, probably is what he's trying to say, to life in spoken word and a baking track. But art can be defined differently by each person as what I consider art someone else may think is trash. I mean, some art, Kenzo, let's be real. There is some art in this world that is just trash, and because somebody thought that it's pretty, it's become $1 billion, but nobody's with common sense is just saying, no, that's just a bunch of trash. Like, I have a pile of garbage right over here I need to take out because there's pretty sure there's some mold. But if I come out and go to some snooty person, say, we'll use this. This here is the modern representation of the man in America. Some snooty jackass is going to come around and go like, oh my God, that is fantastic. Please tell me how much is it? $2 billion? And I'll get $2 billion. Oh, crap. I'll get $2 billion fucking dollars for that shit. Strong and sexually, yes. Well, sexy part. Yeah. Backtrack, LOL. Baking track. I got ya. AMD counselor. One of the best root beers out there. I'm pretty baked. I love Kenzo. I have gotten like addicted to the Zevia stuff. Like I can't, because of keto, I can't have like normal soda. I can't have a bunch of stuff, but Zevia is fucking fantastic. I'm drinking the Mountain Dew. I want to try their creamy root beer so badly because I like their cream soda and I like their ginger root beer. I need to try their creamy root beer. But I am not shilling out almost $30 for a 24 pack. You cannot pay me that much money. Men ultimately need a drive. That became, this rant went in all sorts of directions. And I love it. Now I don't know where to go from here. Men need drive, men need purpose, men need a strong male role model. That's the long and short of it. Sign for food cart, sausage and front, taco in back. Wait. Sign for food cart, sausage and front taco in back. I'm trying to read what JB is trying to say, but my brain ain't functioning on high throttle right now. I just had my rant for the day. Let's get back into what I was doing here, and eventually something will come back to me, and I'll figure something out. Crap, I don't even remember what move I was about to make. Shit. Wait, I can't attack, so because I used this stupid freaking ability. Wait, why did all my power go? Oh, fuck me running. Oh, that's because Divine. Oh, shit. Oh, wait. No. Attack me. Come at me. Come at brah. Oh, wait. You can't attack. Oh, excuse me. I like sausage and tacos. Ooh. I actually could go for a freaking taco right now. Rogue Thought. What howdy, Rogue Thought. I haven't seen you around here. What's going on? What are the enemy today of the left a strong male role model? Yeah. And ultimately, yeah. The modern enemy for the left, well, it's not just a strong male role model. It's families as a whole. Families as a whole is the modern day enemy of the left. Plain and simple. They don't want you to have a strong family because a strong family is a strong society. When they're the building blocks of society. Now, I don't go as far and say that, hey, you need a mother and a father to have a good family. No, I think as long as you have two loving parents, you have a strong family. Now, mothers and fathers give different values, but I mean, you can ultimately have that throughout whatever you need. At the end of the day, Rogue Thought, what they hate most is the family. That's why you had Joe Biden, for example, come out last week and he said what he said. He came out and he said specifically, your children are ours. When they're not, but those children are not the states. The children belong to the family. But because these people believe that the ultimate family is essentially government, they hate the family. They think government needs to provide everything to you, and that's ultimately communism. Which is why I firmly say, get your kids out to public school if you can afford it. If you can't, figure it out. Start homeschooling to the best of your ability, because these indoctrination centers, they're not good. Especially with one of the laws that is probably going to go into effect in California, where if you don't affirm your preschooler's identity when they come out and say, I'm a kitty cat, you can have them taken away. Fuck that. What are you saying here? We're going to build a rail line from the Pacific across the Indian Ocean, Joe Biden. Don't know my oceans that well, but isn't the Pacific the Pacific? Shit, now I have to go look up. Fuck. God damn it, JB. Oh, shit, no. Now I have to go look up the oceans. Fucking hell. Because I'm not a nautical guy. Oh my fucking god, this person's still going at it. It's the same person that, because it's not, it's still. It's not straight. It's plain and simple. Sorry, I had some moron. I've been arguing with this person. I simply had somebody say, hey, are you gay if you're dating a trans person? I said, I don't know what the answer is. There is actually a term for it. Ultimately, rambling of a madman. Yeah, we'll take it, Rogue. I am also rambling. Atlantic and Indian Oceans, kind of a problem. Dude, Geography 101. I barely know how to get anywhere in this world. I went to public school. I'm a special person. I can't even spell, John. Anyways, we're gonna figure this out. Okay. Wait. We are building a rail line from the Pacific across the Indiana. Wait, but the oh my fucking. After I looked up where the Indian Ocean is, because I'll admit it, I'm a dum-dum. It could be done. Stop sharing that screen. We'll go back to that game. Technically, it could be done. But you'd have to get to like Japan or is Korea somewhere down here? Because here's the made up countries. No, this is New Zealand. You have to get to like Japan or New Zealand. Ignore this made up place. And then you could get across the Indian Ocean, but because here's Pacific. I'm on this side. Here's the Indian. So it's possible. How likely? Zero. He's proposing building a rail line across about 7,000 miles. It is possible. It is possible to do so. It's just a lot of work, a lot of money, and if you don't do it right, you are lot of issues. Because I've gone to college twice for different degrees. One was for animation, CGI, game design, things of that nature. The second time I went for engineering and modeling, stuff like that. It is possible to build a rail line across the ocean. It is physically possible. It's just a buttload of money. And I don't believe a government can ever do it. Average depth of the Pacific Ocean is 14 million. Yeah. But again, Grump, it is technically possible. It's just a lot of money, primarily on insurance. You need to make sure that everything is up to date and very specific. Like you have to be 1,000,000% correct on these dimensions and stuff. Because if you're not, you are going to end up ruining you can ruin so much. The money needs to be astronomical. The cost of supplies alone and insurance and government will never be able to do it. Thought it was from Washington. Oh my God, if it's from Washington, no, shut up, Joe, shut up. It's about as possible as extending Interstate 5 to the moon. Interstate 5 to the moon isn't possible, but it is technically possible to make a railway across the oceans. It is possible. Likelihood of it ever happening is slim to none. I'm not lying here. Like, these are things that exist. I think I just have I'm gonna invite somebody on. I think we are about to have a rant go on. Actually, here I'm gonna tell him something. Adam, I'll send you the link, but I'm going to see the movie tomorrow. You can come on and rant about it, but I'm thinking we're gonna have a major rant about it on Ballbusters. So I'll send you the link. But I'm watching it tomorrow. The question is why? Why do anything? The anchor pillars would have to be... Yeah, Grump, like this is possible. 100% these are possible things. Straight, but it's everything's kind of possible. It's just getting the resources and figuring it out. Like these things can be solved. Wait, shit. Give me a moment. Adam, you there? He's not there. Okay, I'm gonna remove him until he's ready. It is technically possible to do it. Oh shit. Fuck me running. Settings. Can I this way I don't have to listen to this. And I can get back to this. Fuck me. Oh wait. Well, that's a whole lot easier. Why didn't I know about that sooner? Oh shit. Okay, I think he's ready. Let me pull him in. Oh shit! Give me a moment.
No, I was here the whole time. I just clicked mute myself for some reason. And I'm not getting on camera because I look like shit right now. So I've been up all night.
So I'm hearing a lot about Flash. I'm gonna go see it myself.
I'll keep
tomorrow
it
afternoon.
I'll keep it spoiler free.
I know
just
some of
finished-
the spoilers.
Well, let's just say everything is right. Everything is true. I just finished watching it like 5 minutes ago. I never went to bed, so I'm like, shit, I'm going to do my homework and I'm going to watch The Flash so I can talk about it. Not only make a video, but be able to talk about it on streams. It's not that it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that it's mediocre.
Mediocre.
It's mediocre. I can see a real movie in there somewhere. I mean, I can see a story they were trying to tell, but there are so many flaws connected to poor casting choices, poor structure. I mean, this is a line I'm going to use in my video. For a movie about the fastest man alive, it drags.
I've been hearing people make comments about how
it lingers on things, and it's just, and I, as someone who saw Batman '89 in the theaters when it premiered and had the toys and for about a year or so obsessed over it like every other kid. I am not as obsessed with Batman '89 as an adult as many other people are. It doesn't hold a special place in my heart. It's just another movie to me. Michael Keaton, to me, doesn't save this movie because I know that what I'm seeing is mostly CGI and a stuntman. I know it's not Michael Keaton. And I know that it's just fit in there to try and create this. It's not nostalgia because people are right. There's very few nostalgia berries in it. Member berries are few. There's a couple, but it's all go ahead.
Megaloid wants to know what happened to the baby in the microwave. I know there's a baby in a microwave. I don't know about the scene yet. I know it exists.
It's part of the opening scene. It's just it's just. I wonder how the baby is bouncing around in the microwave.
I'm going to see this. I'm going to have to miss.
It's the opening scene. It's not like I'm spoiling anything. It happens right away. It's literally in the first 10 minutes.
I'm debating. Do I just go to my AMC, which is an hour away, and go at
I went to
noon?
the beach and I picked it up off the beach.
Oh. You know what,
dude, it's literally 6 a.m. my time. Where would I have gone in the middle of the night?
You know what? I ain't the smartest tool in the shed.
No,
but you love me for it.
Well, again, I tolerate. You're my bait. I'm going to throw you in front of the tiger so I can get away when the time comes.
Listen. You haven't thought this through yet. One of us just needs to be faster than the other one, dude. And I carry around a crowbar.
Yeah, but you also weigh 100 pounds more than I do.
But I carry around a crowbar. I mean,
but I'm faster than you. I'm initially faster.
I don't need to be faster than you. All
I have
need to
very
do is
good peripheral vision. I can see your movement. I see everything.
all I need to do is get you in the kneecap, and then I'm faster.
Yeah. Yeah. You can
See,
try
this is
that.
this is how this works.
You can try that. You're not going to get me in the kneecap.
Uh,
Uh,
so I was listening to. I know a lot of what happens in the movie because I don't care. I still need to see it myself.
Oh yeah. If you're gonna do an accurate take, it's just like with Little Mermaid. If we were gonna do an accurate take on it, we had to see it ourselves.
I
And
still have not finished The Little Mermaid, and I don't think I will.
they show what
so
happened to the baby Megaloid. They show what happened. He
Did they ever?
he takes it out of the microwave and puts it on the stretcher with the rest of them, while the lady's screaming.
I heard a lady throws babies out of windows.
No. She's holding on to the baby as she falls out the window, and the other babies also fall out because they're all in their hospital nursery cribs. So the building's falling over.
Just hearing about a bunch of babies falling from the sky,
Well-
it feels like this should be a comic book thing.
Well, can I tell you the scene? Can I
Sure,
just tell
go
you the
ahead.
scene? All right. So what
Spoil-
happens is
wait, real quick. Spoiler warning
Spoilers.
for anybody that cares.
no, but nobody gives a fuck. Only people who have had their heads in the sand don't know what the hell's going on this movie. I watched Jack's show while I was playing Zelda before I never went to bed, and they're the only ones who don't know what the hell's going on in this movie because they have their heads in the sand. So, I mean, everybody knows what's going on. So, yes, spoilers. You have 3 seconds as I count 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'll answer you, Megaloid. Don't worry, I'll answer all the way. I mean, I normally care about spoilers, but not when I'm dealing with crap. And I know, and everybody knows they're ready for crap. Okay, so this is the initial scene. It starts the movie where there's some robbery in Gotham has caused a disaster, and the League is called in, but it's only going to be the Flash, Batman, and for literally 30 seconds, Wonder Woman. 30 seconds. And the after Barry's bitching and moaning about being the janitor of the Justice League, when Jeremy Irons Alfred is giving directions to do shit, the building that's the hospital is collapsing, and Alfred says the babies are falling out the window. So then you get the scene of Barry saving the babies. But here's the problem. This is the first moment of a problem throughout this whole movie. Forced comedy. They force comedy on you through Barry and Ezra Miller's awkwardness. And it doesn't work. Because while he's saving the babies, he's doing this thing with I'm the Flash and I'm keeping track of my calories and I don't have enough energy to do my Flash stuff. And I'm at 0. So as the babies are falling, he takes a moment to scarf down all the food in the vending machine and then spots said microwave, takes the burrito out of the microwave, eats a burrito, then begins to save the babies through random stuff to knock around and this and that, and saves all the babies, but it's goofy and it's silly, and it should be cool to watch the Flash do zip, 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 but it's not. It's this CGI slow motion of Barry just knocking things and grabbing things,
and I'm willing to bet I'm just gonna hate what I see. When I saw that Barry moment in Snyder Cut, I actually really liked it. I thought it flowed well. I thought it was a cool moment. I'm thinking I'm not going to enjoy this.
This thing is CGI vomit.
I've seen the CGI. Oh my!
You haven't seen this. You saw a clip which they mashed. That clip that they showed where the two Barrys and Supergirl arrive on the scene. That's actually a composite of a lot of different moments that go over for 5 minutes. They enter, and then that whole two Barrys running around touching heels. That's like 3 minutes later. That's a composite scene. There's a lot that goes on in between that, and it's not good.
The composite scene was too long.
Yeah, that whole battle in the desert, it goes on. And for the entire time, Michael Keaton Batman's in the Batwing for that entire fight.
To be fair, I don't know what else he could do.
No, well, they did do it when they were fighting the Russians. Yeah, I know how that sounds.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch. I'm gonna have to watch this.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait,
what?
they're fighting the Russians. Oh my god.
Well, remember, this is
I
I found an article that I'm going to use on Sunday on Roundtable where the director's saying, I didn't want to adapt Flashpoint directly. And then my response is, what, you didn't want to make money? You didn't want to adapt something that people actually like? So what you've and I'm gonna reiterate something people said. Sasha Calais as Supergirl was not the disaster we all predicted
don't
a
think
year ago.
I don't
Well, a
think
lot of us
she's
bitched and moaned about it.
yeah.
They actually
Well,
made her
rightfully
look good.
so, because she was set to try to take over the
Well,
mantle.
that, but
soon.
whatever the what we got here for her
Mhm.
for her moments in the at the end of the second act and in the third act, she's very subdued. She doesn't have a whole lot of lines. She's very, how do I put this? She's not she's it's not bad acting. The character is just very flat. There's not much to her. And while some people might ask certain questions, why is she so battle ready? Why is she know how to do all this stuff? When we look at Cavill's Superman, he had to learn all this shit. She falls into that old story lore point of she was sent to the protector, so she was kind of prepared to do this type of thing.
Mhm.
Point is though, she's not bad, but she's just emotionally driven and she's not focused.
And Rogue thought, I don't think it's the Russians because of everything else.
No, it's not. No, it's the adaptation of Flashpoint. They're the ones holding Kara instead of, I believe,
Instead of-
original Flashpoint was the American government.
It was the American government.
Yeah,
that was
this
holding
one is the
Clark,
Russians. In this one, it's the Russians holding her.
Which
But
I don't. I like Flashpoint. I know there's tons
Yeah.
of people out there that think it's stupid because of time travel stuff and everything like that. It makes
Oh,
sense.
God, they try to. They butchered time travel in this one. A little bit.
It's not
the
time
Barry
travel.
CGI
I know that.
CGI. Well, it's time travel that triggers multiverse, and it's not the same as the Avengers Endgame, which used Dragon Ball Z rules, which I fucking hate. You know, I fucking hate that. I
Yeah.
hate Dragon Ball Z time travel rules. I hate
We
that
don't-
shit.
I
I heard,
don't,
you do something and you create a whole new timeline. No, how about the idea of quantum physics? Every possible action has a possible outcome, and that branches the multiverse. And you don't just time travel doesn't break through multiversal walls. It doesn't do that. So at one point, Michael Keaton, Bruce Wayne, is giving a lecture about time travel and multiverse using spaghetti and sauce. And again, it's Michael Keaton gives a good delivery, and like it's a moment where you see it could have been cool, but it's just silly and it's bad comedy. And then other Barry wolfs it down because he needs the calories because he has the flash powers at that point, and original Barry doesn't. Yeah,
all I'm thinking, listening to just people talk about this movie and from the spoilers, I legitimately am thinking watching Hassan and Ethan Klein try to discuss any topic will kill less brain cells than this movie.
I don't know. Those two are really retarded. This movie's not retarded. It's just mediocre. It's bad because you can see the premise, especially in the final moment of the quote unquote climactic moment, which is really it's poorly executed. Where Barry's talking to Barry. You'll understand it when you get there. I can see a theme that should have been better presented.
Hmm.
And it's poorly executed because they didn't work on it hard enough. And Ezra Miller is not the vehicle through which this should have been told in terms of the front man. Ezra Miller, here's the thing though. There are moments when he's not completely terrible. When he's being serious, Barry,
When you're looking at his ass, that's what that.
I never saw his ass. Maybe I
Wait, you
skipped
never-
over it. I missed
probably
the
did.
ass.
Apparently, there's two asses, two Ezra Miller asses.
I didn't see Ezra Miller ass. Maybe I skipped it. Maybe I missed it because I did hit the quick forward button a couple times. Maybe I missed it. I didn't see Ezra Miller ass. Point is, when Ezra Miller is placed up against other Ezra Miller, as more slightly older Ezra Miller who's taking it seriously and younger Ezra Miller who's being a complete jackass moron. He actually does have a couple of good moments when he's not being a spaz. But then, of course, by the end of the movie, he's back to being a goofy spaz. And it's like he didn't learn anything. And now the same guy's been hired to do Batman Brave and the Bold, the director who's did this movie. He's doing Brave and Bold for James Gunn. That got announced yesterday.
I heard that today.
Yeah.
I need to see it. I need to see what's happening because
Yeah.
I don't know how much of like this movie, because this movie was gonna be garbage no matter what. It's been like rewritten, reshot, multiple times. So
yeah, and it's I don't care how bad it does financially because I have no horse in this race. Because the horse in my race is how much money will this take away from Disney. That's all I care about.
It's gonna be a lot.
Well, it'll be enough. It'll be enough.
Well,
I can't
it'll
wait
be
for
enough.
I can't wait for Little Mermaid's Friday numbers.
Oh, those are gonna be beautiful.
It only made $3 million yesterday.
$3 million.
Still in max theaters.
Really?
Yeah, it's still in over 4,000 theaters. Still in its max theater after these 3 weeks and failing.
How many more weeks is it gonna be in theaters?
I don't know. I don't think it can hold on. I mean, between Spider-Verse week 2, this week, and
Transformers last week,
and Transformers last week too.
Next week it's its only free week.
Well, next week it's done this week. Like I said, it might limp over 250 million, but it doesn't make $500 million.
There's a few people that are, because I was listening to a Comics Division stream at work because that's all I can do now is listen to late night guys.
Yeah,
and he was thinking.
I know. I see you in the chats going, "Entertain me while I'm working."
Yeah, I know.
I've been awake the past few nights because my wake sleep schedule's all fucked up. So I've been awake and I see your chats. Entertain me.
I mean, I've been able to take over streams just by existing. I love it. I love my new superpower. I did it on Static Show tonight. I felt kind of bad, but I took over the stream. My power.
But yeah, like I said, I didn't hate this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, honestly, in the end, it's forgettable. Now, I won't forget it because I have crazy ass memory, but it will be forgotten by the end of the year.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you. Well, I might just ask Mustang.
Mm-hmm.
But if Mustang can't, find it off the back of the truck for me,
I can point you in a direction where I picked it up on a beach.
You know what? Send me some information behind the scenes.
Okay.
But if I can't get things to work properly, do I leave the house at about 11? No, about 10 a.m.
How long does it take you to get to your movie theater?
One movie theater is an hour away, but I can see a movie at noon. I can see a showing at noon. Or do I go to the 30-minute away one, but that's at 3:45?
The movie is 2 hours and 20 minutes. Where is it? No, that's from yesterday. Hang on. Wow, it was really this morning when I did that. God damn it. I've been up way too long.
You and me both.
Well, I never went to bed. All right, here we go. It's in the private chat.
The private chat?
Yeah. Go for the one that says new ones that say new audio. Because at one point they started speaking French.
Okie dokie. I will do that after the
That's
stream.
it. It'll take it took like 4 minutes to get it.
Okay. I will do it after the stream, and
Man.
I have an idea of what I want to do for my video, and it's gonna be just similar to kind of like the As video for Little Mermaid. I have an idea.
Yeah, I mean, I know what it's gonna be what I'm gonna do is mostly spoiler free, but it's Hey, I'm on my VPN right now still, so no one's seeing what I'm doing. I'm still on my
I
VPN.
need to get
world.
my VPN back.
Yeah, for $90 a year, it's worth it. for
Yeah,
an entire
they are worth it. When I had
It's
it, I
worth it.
just
I mean,
I
I
gotta
don't I
re-app.
don't run on it constantly. I only run it when I go surfing.
Mhm.
But other than
Well,
that,
Brave has a VPN thing now for just $7.99 a month.
yeah, I do ExpressVPN. I've had them for 6 years
How-
now. No, 7 years. 7 years. I got it right before I
You
went
know
to
what?
China.
Do you know who Guardian is?
No.
Well, the Brave firewall plus VPN powered by Guardian.
Well, I can. Well, I don't know. All I know is that ExpressVPN they have been good for a year.
Mhm. I mean,
So,
they are really good. So
yeah, they were the first one. They were out of the couple that I researched back in 2016. They were the best one, and they gave me the best deal back then. It's basically like $8 a month for the whole
Mhm.
year. So
I still need to
I'm
get.
happy with it.
I
I'm
still
happy.
need to re-up my ExpressVPN thing because
Yeah.
that was really good. So
Yeah, and it's clean, and I get no lag when I'm running stuff. Hell, I saw back for there was a period of time where I kept forgetting to turn it off when I was starting up an MMO when I
Mhm.
was playing something, and it didn't hurt my lag at all. I got no lag from it, so it's pretty good. I like it.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's just like I said, it's a mediocre movie. It's not great. Every current spoiler was just about true, and like I said, I think it'll be forgotten.
It probably will be because nobody. I'm gonna be curious how it does.
Honestly, I think it'll. Well, it's not gonna hit $1 billion. I can tell you
No.
that.
Oh,
It's
fuck
not
no.
no, it's not gonna. I need to see what these first weekend numbers are.
Mm.
I honestly can't predict what it's gonna do, just because. And I can say it's not woke. It isn't woke. That's one thing I'm gonna talk about in my videos. Like, I'm gonna complain about this movie, but it's gonna be for actual movie criticisms, not for the usual criticisms that we level at things these days. It's going to be
Didn't
actual movie criticism. Like this movie.
isn't it nice that we're starting to have more and more of those? Just we
I
can
don't know about
complain
more and
about.
more of them.
Well, I
but
mean, I think we've had like 3 movies that we can just complain about the movie and not politics, and it's kind of refreshing.
I don't know. Everything I've complained about lately is politics. What are you talking?
Well, I mean, Spider-Man. What people that were complaining about Spider-Man, that was the movie,
Oh,
not politics. I think there was
okay.
more complaints about the movie when it came to Transformers than politics. There was
Well,
politics there.
I've
but
heard a lot of complaints about the Transformers for its politics and its agenda.
well, that was
Through the humans,
yes, through the humans, but
Through the
outside of
humans.
the humans, it was
Yeah, but there's
based.
too much
It
of
was
the
based.
humans, so
Yes.
that
Shit,
that
you're
so
right.
that ruins it. So they're in there too much.
Yeah.
But
Dude,
no,
we're-
like I say,
real quick.
from my perspective, there's no
Mhm.
wokeism in this movie. It's just mediocre.
You're probably
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Like what I heard from Supergirl is she gets her ass handed to her a few times. So
Well, she's winning, but the fact is that she's not a real warrior, so she's careless, and no matter what happens, she lose because Zod is better.
well,
He's better, and she's not
she's
Superman,
not the bestest.
and she's not Superman. She's not
Real-
Superman. All right, go ahead.
I'm willing to bet you're about to head out to probably fall asleep finally.
No, I have to time things right now this morning if I'm gonna go to bed. If I'm gonna get any sleep, because I still have to. It's arm day, so I have to. I have to.
You have to jerk off a few times.
I have to line everything up. My problem is my appetite's been all
Mhm.
fucked up this week because my lunch has been so filling. I haven't been hungry at dinner, and yesterday,
that's not a bad thing.
Yep.
Right?
Well, it's not so. No. Well, it's not like I'm not eating the same amount. I ate. Well, I don't know how to describe it. It's just I wasn't hungry, so I made a whole crap ton of food. Past couple of days, I've made a whole crap ton of food as I normally would, and it's there in the fridge, so I don't have to do anything for a while. But it's thrown. Not eating on time at dinner has thrown me off a little bit.
Mhm.
And among a couple other things, it's thrown off my wake sleep. Add in the fact that I keep playing fucking Zelda when I'm not streaming it, just because I'm rushed. I've got now 6 days to get through most of it before 16 on next Thursday. But the problem is, though, doing this, I fucked up my wake sleep. I have to be able to get up on Thursday to go get the goddamn game. And then and because I have to go out, I share my car. So I have to drop off the person who uses it during the day. And then I have to pick them up. So it means I have to get up in the morning, like now, like where we are now. I have to like be getting like an hour from now. I'd have to be getting up. So my wake sleep is all messed up. So tonight is not going to be bad because it's Ball Busters and we're up until
late as fuck anyway.
all horrible hours anyway. And I'm used to doing that on Friday. But for the next through Saturday into Sunday, I'm going to have to be better, and I'm going to have to go back to my normal routines and shut it down after a certain point and get it done. Well, it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, Saturday after drive-in, I probably will stream Zelda again, but I won't go until like 1 or 2 a.m. I'll shut it down before midnight, and then Sunday. I won't stream because of Roundtable and then Engage. So I will shut it down on Sunday. So by Sunday into Monday, I probably will attempt to write my wake sleep. And I'm pretty good at it. It doesn't take me days. One day, and I pretty much can. One day, I can pretty do it. So,
well, real quick, it is 6:30 a.m. his time. Never mind.
Yeah, 6:31. I've been up. I haven't been quite up for 24 hours yet because I got up at 11 yesterday. I also went to bed yesterday at 4.
Ooh.
So I mean, and that's like my third day in a row.
My schedule, because they ended up having to move me to second shift, my schedule this week has been all fucked up. I haven't gone to the gym as much as I wanted. I'm just all kinds of screwed up. I wanted to go to the gym yesterday, but and that's another thing. I don't know what days I'm going to the gym anymore and what days I'm not. Because I don't get off till 2 a.m.
You see, I work out in the home here. I have what I do here in the house, so I don't go anywhere. And if I really wanted to, there is a gym at the facility at the office complex in the middle of the center, but I don't go down there.
It's getting easier to go because like my shift, the crew basically goes to the gym after work. So I have people to work out with and spot me if I need it. But it's now becoming, okay, so I don't work out on Sundays, but I technically get done at work on Monday. Do I go to the gym? Or do I keep that day to rest?
It's about routine. I mean, because I'm in the house, I have a routine now. If I'm up, even if I'm up late like I have in the past few days, Geeks and Gamers Daily is going to run an hour to an hour and a half, and that's my window because that's what keeps me company while I'm working out. Just listening to something. I don't do music. Music doesn't do it for me when I'm working out. It never has. I need to watch or listen to something, a conversation or a show or something. So G&G Daily is the perfect thing. I do between 20 and 30 minutes of cardio. And then my workouts don't take very long. It's just resistance bands and variations of using a chin-up bar for various different things. And I'm using my own body weight. It's a variation of P90X. So I'm usually done with my actual workout in 20 to 30 minutes because P90X is about doing it quickly. It's not about drawing it out. And I'm not using dumbbells or free weights or anything like that. So I don't need a spotter. It's all resistance bands. So I'm pretty good about that. And it doesn't take me very long. So I'm usually done about 45 minutes to an hour into Geeks and Gamers Daily. And then it's okay. I'll make lunch. I'll eat lunch. And then it's chill out. And if I haven't made a video yet, then it's make videos time.
I need to start getting up earlier because I don't think I'm going to do what I did this week, which is I'm going to stream probably like Monday morning like I am now. And then Thursday like I am now, or Friday morning like I am now. And I'm not going to do like the middle of the week ones because I was just staying up way too late and sleeping until like noon or 11, and I don't like that.
The way you laid it out for me, this isn't permanent. This is only like for the next 2 months.
It's only for the next 2 months. But
so I mean, it's not like you're making this to be a permanent AM
This
show like this.
no, it's not going to be a
Yeah.
permanent AM
Yeah,
show.
yeah,
It might come around here or there depending on what's going on,
Yeah.
but ultimately
But-
this is just something fun that I want to do. Kind of like chill out, relax, hang out with chat.
Yeah.
Like on tonight's $20 and up super chat thing is in effect. On Monday mornings, it's not. So
Well, yeah, because now you're not.
It's my
you're not-
Saturday.
You're not on the clock.
Yeah.
So
it was
And
nice
it-
catching up with you again. I missed you.
I don't miss you.
Oh,
I was gonna
oh.
see you tonight anyway, you baby.
Yeah, I am a baby. What do you expect?
I mean, god damn it! I'm gonna see you tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen you all week, dude. I haven't seen Jed in like 3 weeks. So
Well, I mean, you not seeing Jed in like 3 weeks is a problem.
yeah, because I mean, he completes me. So he makes my life worth living. no,
Daily Dermy would work for me. Well, I mean, if YouTube actually picks up and stuff, Daily Dermy might become a thing. But until I can leave my job,
That's a
and
good
then
title
post
for a
stuff,
show.
That would be a good title.
Daily
for a show.
Dermy, the double D.
Yeah. Time for some double D's.
Time for some double D, some Dermy,
Hey,
some Daily Dermy.
I mean, I got some double D's right here. So
That's not a bad title for a show. You'll have to make sure Kenzo signs over the rights to that phrase to you.
Kenzo, I'm stealing it from you. This stream has never happened. It is going to be privated afterwards. There will be no proof of this.
It's I don't know. YouTube's been weird this week.
This has been
It's been a weird week in general.
It started off a weird week, but for the most part, this week has actually been pretty decent for me.
I think it's been slightly below. I've plateaued again. You know, I'm back where I was a week and a half ago before YouTube started taking subs away from me like it normally does. But some of the things have been good. It's like Little Mermaid algorithm for me died off, so that's not really working anymore, and it's over anyway. I didn't get in on the Call of Duty grift, so I can't take advantage of that.
I got in on the Call of Duty grift. The Call of Duty grift is hit or miss for me. It's not,
Yeah.
I end up hearing on like Tuesday night's main event, everybody's getting all these views, and then they're talking about Jay.
Here's the thing. You have to understand this. Whenever the in our sphere, the big old channels in our sphere start saying stuff like that, that certain things, certain stories and events boost channels from that. It only works when you're at a certain stage. When you're at our stage where you're just over 1,000, I'm between 2,000 and 3,000. Unless you are attached to a larger group and you're actively being, for lack of a better term, promoted by them, or you're acting that doesn't happen.
Yeah,
it doesn't happen.
I've been listening to them. Oh, look, Beardo's getting massive views. Ryan's getting massive views. Jeremy's getting massive views.
Right.
But I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
They end up going like, Jay's getting views. And he goes like, yeah, I'm getting like 2,000 views a video. And I'm looking at him like, I'll trade you.
I'll take that. I will take that. I'll you know what? I'll take a quarter of that on a regular basis right now.
I mean,
I'm lucky. I mean, on average, if a couple of videos pick up, I'll get on average over the couple day period, I'll get 200, 300, maybe 400.
I'm averaging about 200 to 400 views a video. So
yeah, that's what I'm getting. And you're at that point where your 1,000 viewers, your 1,000 subscribers are still very active. Yeah. I can honestly say of my 2,587 at the moment, at least 2/3 of them subscribe to me. They've forgotten about me. They subscribed to me over a year ago.
I forget about you a lot too.
Shut up. No, but in all seriousness, no, they subscribed to me over a year ago, and for one reason or another, while they didn't unsubscribe from me, they stopped watching my videos. I'm just another video on their list, and maybe once in a while they'll check out what I have to say. But for whatever reason, I stopped clicking with them. So
I started promoting my videos again because of how my schedule is, and for the most part, my promoted videos actually have been doing really well. So I think I'm gonna keep doing that.
What, you talking about the premiere thing or what?
No, like I tried the premiere thing on one
Premiere
video.
thing doesn't work.
It doesn't work
I've never
because
been a fan of that.
I've been
It
trying
screws
to
up your
do
notifications. Screws it up.
Yeah, I've been trying to do the just had the words. Get people coming in, go into another video, that whole like streamline thing that a lot of people do, and it's just not working.
I just do the little card at the top where the little exclamation point is. That's all I do. I don't do the outro where a video window pops up. I don't do that.
I do the
'Cause I
video
don't think-
window. I don't like the cards because I have to figure
Well, I
out.
just do.
I
It's
don't
just
like.
like the little. It's just like the little line at the top. It pops out and it goes
Mhm.
away for a second. That's
Well,
all.
no,
That's all that is.
The reason I don't like doing the cards is because YouTube's like video editor never loads for me. So it's just
Really?
easier to it's easier to do the
Wow.
outro.
Okay.
thing
Yeah,
than
see,
the
I don't have
video
that
editor.
problem. I just do the card. I pull it out of whatever my recent things are. Click the button and it's there. It just places it.
Yeah, it just does not work for where I want to
Yeah.
have it. Because when I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna try to do that as precise as possible. And if I can't move around and see what's going on after 30 minutes of waiting
Well,
for
yeah.
it to load, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
deal with it. I'm just
See,
gonna do the
I
report.
just try to remember what minute I said a particular thing that if it's something connected, like if I mentioned I did this on this video, I'll try to have the card pop up right then at the top of the screen. But other than that, I try to keep it maybe 2 per video where I know people are still watching in that
Mhm.
certain minutes that are the average minutes. And I don't know if it works. I don't know, but I keep the habit of it going. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I know what I'm doing, yet I don't know what I'm doing. Like all of us.
I mean,
So,
none of us really know what we're doing.
yeah.
Me more so than you, but
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I still need to know why did I say Dragon's Age? Dragon's Dogma 2. Is that gonna be on multiple platforms or is it just PS4? Because
oh,
if it's a PS4 exclusive,
you mean
PS5.
You mean PS5. I don't know. I'm not following Dragon Dog.
Ooh, it's gonna be on PC. I'm gonna buy a PS5, but I don't need a PS5 for Dragon's
You
Dogma.
know, it's funny. When I was in Costco last week for the 1st
Mhm.
time, they had PS5s on display.
They have it at my local Walmarts. They're just
Yeah, well, now they're
$500.
now they're there. Now they're everywhere. And just a year ago, we were all going, "I need it. I can't find it. I need it now." And I was getting worried that I wouldn't. I mean, I was worried when Final Fantasy 16 comes out. Am I going to have it? One, can I afford it? And I was able to afford it. It's all paid off now. But or am I going to be in time for Rebirth? Final Fantasy Rebirth, 7 Rebirth. So, but
I'm
it's
not
all
gonna be
working
in
out.
time. Because of Anime Matsuri, I'm not buying anything big right now.
Well, yeah,
Because
it's a road trip. Yeah,
well, it's a plane trip, and I bought tickets today.
Same
It is
difference.
official
same difference.
that I'm going to be down there. I'm just until after Anime Matsuri, then I'll buy it. Then I'll go to probably Vegas next year. So, but I just want to get I want to get Anime Matsuri out of the way first because that's already going to be not fun because I'm going to have to check at least one bag.
Traveling sucks now.
Traveling does suck. Like I don't like to travel.
I mean, I
wish I could-
traveled when it was fun, when the planes were bigger and the airports weren't disgusting, and it wasn't, and when there weren't so many fucking rules. I mean, yeah, I traveled before you had to go through body scans and take your fucking shoes off. You know,
Real
I hate that.
I'm not looking forward to that. Although my plane flight is in the afternoon. I'm surprised of all the Dogma hype. One Stone was a disappointment. IIRC, give me a moment in case you guys heard that because somebody has to start waking up. So, but give me a moment.
I hear that. I will entertain. Yeah, so traveling used to be fun. I mean, it was great until the events of the world happen. But then the moment's like, hi, yeah, you have to take your shoes off. Why did I take my shoes off? Because some idiot put an explosive device in their shoes once.
Mhm.
Yeah, great. Now you've ruined. Now we have to do this forever. No, I'm sorry. Fuck that.
I'm not looking forward to that part. But surprise of the Dogma hype. So the reason Dogma hype exists is because the game was actually really good. It became a cult classic. It came out, I think it came out in 2012, and it came out at just the wrong time. Like the first one
I
was
knew
a
somebody who
disappointment.
really liked it. I know a guy
I
who liked
loved it. I thought it was fantastic because didn't it come out the same time as Skyrim?
I don't know.
When did Skyrim come out? Because I
Skyrim
think
was
it
2011.
did. Yeah, it came out like in between Skyrim,
I know because
Dark
Skyrim
Souls,
came
and all
out
that.
and everybody logged out of Star Wars: The Republic for
Mhm.
like 2 weeks. I'm like, where the fuck is everybody? We need to raid. We're playing
Yeah, like-
Skyrim. Get the fuck off of Skyrim and get in the game.
And John Connors, if you play Dragon's Dogma, you need to play Dark Arisen version. Much better. Fantastic game. Like this game has a cult following. I love that game. I have it on almost every platform because that's how much I love that game. We have been waiting for years for a sequel. They promised us Dragon's Dogma Online. They never delivered. Some people got to play it, but it was never given to us. So that's why there's actual hype around this. We've been waiting 10 years for this. So I'm excited because the game is actually fun. It has a male and female mechanic that if you're a male character, different things will happen. If you're a female character, different things will happen. They have
you're gonna get fucked differently.
You're kind of right. Trolls are in the game. If you are a female character, the troll will be attracted to you and want to kill you.
So it's
That
like
is-
real life. The trolls
Yes.
will come after you and want to kill you.
Yes. There's another mechanic in the game that was actually size-based. How you designed your character actually did matter.
So you make your character your size queen.
You see, the funny thing is, I do play as a female.
Of
play as
course
a
you
fe-
do.
I play as a
It's
female,
bigger than your head.
but it's actually better to play as a female. And I play as a female magic archer because the magic archer has ability to have homing arrows, and it's so fun. I love the game. I love it so much. I'm honestly thinking of playing it again on stream because it's such a fun game. Skyrim came out 11/11/11. Oh,
All I
yeah, it was
remember
there
is
when it came out.
people were freaking not logging in. We're playing Skyrim, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Log in. We got a raid.
John Connors, for me, I love the game. I think a lot of people are starting to pick up the game for the first time, actually play it, and understand like what the hype was, because there is a good story there. There's a fantastic story divvied out within Dragon's Dogma, and a beautiful world that is very flushed out, has interesting dynamics, interesting things. The thing is, though, you get the anime on fucking Netflix, and it completely bastardized the lore, completely doesn't even go down a good route for any storyline, and I fucking hate it.
Netflix took something you like and smeared the shit all over the bathroom wall and
Oh,
said, "Hey, look what I did!
hated
I made
it.
water. I made painting."
It's an anime, so they actually licensed it. I think I need to look into it. Whoever made that thing needs to be ashamed of themselves, because they changed up how these are fundamental aspects to the game. Like in the game, you can end up battling God, and if you die battling God, you become a dragon. That's how dragons are created. In the anime, if you succumb to these sins, because they want to do this whole thing with sins, the 7 deadly sins, there's 7 episodes, and each episode's a sin. When you succumb to the ultimate sin of wrath, you become a dragon. And it's like, wait, no, this isn't how it works. The game tells you how it works. This isn't how it works. And there's plenty of stories within the game you could have done for here, like the Dark Arisen storyline, actually tell us how he became who he is, because he becomes a monster and the big badass. There's a story of the first hero. There's the story of the king. There's all sorts of stories we could have gone down, but we didn't go down. We wanted to try to copy the game, but no, we're going to actually bastardize the game story. Woohoo, isn't Pride a sin? There was a Pride episode. I like Dragon's Dogma a lot. There was at one point in the PS4. No. Yeah, PS4? No. Pre-Xbox One. So Xbox 360, PS3 version, you could get Berserk armor. They had armor based on the Berserk characters, which was fantastic, but they got rid of it because of copyright issues.
Wait, so they did it without licensing it?
Yeah. So if you have the
That's
early
stupid.
versions of the game, they have the armor there, but which I do have an early version of the game. In
That's
later
retarded,
versions of the
though.
game, they had to take it out.
That's retarded. I mean, with every little nerdy being in my body, I want to use the glaive from Krull in what I want to do, because I've used it when I was just doing. It wasn't quite fan fiction. It was just kind of, I called it fusion fiction, but I used it as a thing. Not I wasn't on Krull. I'll just use the glaive. But as much as I want to use it, I'm not going to use it unless I can somehow get a licensing agreement to use it when the time comes.
Well, I think I need to look into the story again because they got rid of it. I don't know if they use like the actual names, but they were just they designed armor that blatantly looked like
It's
in
still
swords and
that
stuff, and it's like
you might as well be doing it. I mean, it's still
yeah,
why not just license it? I mean, don't be
it
bitches.
it does fit into the world just perfectly though, and the fact that they had to take it out, it did upset fans because they actually really liked it in there because it fits so freaking well. I need to play that game again. It's so fucking good.
You got enough games to play.
I have plenty of games I need to play. I have so many games I need to finish. I need to get back into Mass Effect. I need to do so much stuff. Oh god, I am so backed up.
I'm not. My problem is I'm locked into at least one of them on it for a stream, so I can't do it, and I don't have time to record it because it just takes too fucking long to then do it, and then I have to sacrifice a notification to post it.
Mm.
So I mean, and I don't want to turn it into a members thing because I've already been sharing it publicly. So I can't turn God of War into a members thing.
Mm.
It has to
And
be
I can't make these into members things because
no.
I started it public.
Yeah, if something's public, you have to keep it public. If something is meant for members, then you do it members. I mean, you advertise which is which.
I do think I am gonna end up doing like members live streams that begins public and then goes to members only. But I don't know when I'm gonna do that.
I'll be the cheese. I can count on one hand.
Kenzo.
Good night, Kenzo. Or good morning. It's morning here.
Well, afternoon.
Actually, midday. No, I can count on one hand right now the amount of members I have. So it's not like I'm putting the content there, but it'll be evergreen. It's all video games. It's all playthroughs.
Kind of like what Az does, just a bunch of members.
Well, that's what I got the idea for. I mean, if members are doing so, the best thing I can provide for my members right away is just a backlog of video game content that I've done. And granted, I'm early on. I'm still working through the audio, like balancing the audio and my recording methods. I've changed my recording method when I started doing Ghost of Tsushima, and I've refined it since then, doing other things. So it works really well. You get a high quality video picture, the audio is good, and just balance the audio, my audio between the game audio. But it takes time to do that. I mean, I rushed through Breath of the Wild in 2 weeks to get it all up so that I could, and I was 2 weeks late on Tears of the Kingdom. So here I am. Everybody else just about done with it, but I'm still streaming it now. And now I'm going to try and rush it out. And I'm making good time, I think. I'm making good time on it. I think I can be done by Tuesday or Wednesday next week, going right into 16. Because for once, I mean, I was there on Hogwarts, but Hogwarts is a different beast. This is more your style. 16 is right in my wheelhouse. I mean, Hogwarts, that was for everybody. This is full-on niche RPG gameplay. Very action-oriented RPG gameplay here. Because I don't know anything. People are playing the demo, and I am purposefully not going near it because I've never liked demo releases.
I don't mind demos.
Well, here's the thing.
But I don't want to know anything about this game.
That's my core thing when I say that. When I want to play a game, especially now that I have a game like that where I'm going to be streaming it. Now, I don't know if I'm going to keep streaming 16. I might do it for a week and then I might just switch it to private play. And I might just, if I know something's going to be cool, I might record it. But I'm going to stream it for at least a week or two. But when I play a game like that, now especially for a stream, I want to go in not knowing a goddamn thing except what I saw in the original trailer. What was convincing me I'm going to be all in on this. I don't want to know anything, especially if you're watching me play it for the first time. I want you to feel my excitement for what I'm getting into. So everybody playing the 16 demo, it's like, well, gee, I feel like you're taking something away from actual launch day. So that's why I don't want to take anything away from myself and for those who choose to watch me play it that day. So
I remember 15 demo because Silver, who I need to get back on the stream. I have so much stuff I need to do. But Silver got the 15 demo, and I can remember him playing it all the time because it was the Behemoth level. It was the Behemoth mission.
Mhm.
and it really didn't spoil all the game. It just gave you like
But this is the
understanding of the
prologue.
mechanics.
This demo for 16, I
Yeah, I
believe, is the
don't
prologue. So
want
I
that.
don't want that. See, and now in the end, 15 was such a massive
I
disappointment.
didn't even like it. I couldn't finish 15. I
It was.
liked.
I finished it because I was just. I did everything, and I thought it was going to be. I mean, the whole
I've
first part of
seen
the
the
game.
ending, and I don't
It's
like it.
sad. It's sad, and
I
it's
don't
not.
I don't mind it being sad, but it's just like
Yeah, but I mean, it's just.
compared to all the other endings, this is
Yeah, I mean,
it just
well,
felt
first of all,
flat.
the heroes sucked.
Mhm.
They sucked. Their stories were lame. And oh, you want to see what happened when they were separate from the party? Here, buy the DLC. No, I'm not going to do that. And when you play this entire game running around the overworld, and I thought, okay, so here's this part of the world, and then when we move away from this part of the continent, we're going to go to another continent and have all this stuff. No, once you left the main story continent part and you got on the rails for the Leviathan battle section of the story, oh, congratulations, you're on rails. You're the freedom we let you experience, it's all gone now. And then we're going to do an awkward time skip, which in essence seemed cool, but then wasn't. And
Like-
then and we're going to start, and then we're going to slot you into where the game started. And if you were like me and you were over leveled to beyond belief, yeah, the game wasn't hard. I bulldozed the end of the game. It was easy. So there were so many disappointing things about it. And also, I really didn't like the whole modernization fused with fantasy thing. They took what they started with FF7 all those years ago,
Mhm.
and they brought it to its pinnacle of too far in FF15
I
of merging modern real
Well-
world look and feel with the fantasy aspect. It just didn't work.
you can do it. They just tried too hard. Like in the game, they tried way too hard. But if you watch that Final Fantasy 15 movie, it was wonderful.
Garbage. No,
I
it was
loved it.
garbage.
I loved it.
I had the special edition came with it, and I watched it, and I thought, oh, all right, I'm getting all of it. And then I realized this was the prologue to the game,
Yeah.
and I'm never gonna watch this again.
Oh, I watched it constantly. I loved the movie. I thought the
hated
movie
it.
was perfect. I think
disappointed
it
by
did
that.
what it needed to do. The thing is though, the game didn't do what it needed to do. That
I
became the
felt-
problem.
I mean, the problem for me was I didn't hate the movie outright, but when I realized I hated the game, then I realized, well, I'm never going to watch this again. I bought
I
this
think-
steelbook special edition with the movie and the game, and now that the game pissed me off, I'm never going to watch this prologue to a game I hate again.
Well, I think I'm going to be honest here. If it maybe it's because the game is what ruined the movie for you. The movie simply, you're right, it's a prologue. It tells you the story. It tells you how everything fell. It tells you why everybody's gone. It tells you how this all built up. And I think that's what it needed to do. It did it well. It did it in an interesting way that doesn't spoil the things for the actual game, but because the game sucks, it hurt the movie.
Yeah,
Because if you watch the movie alone, I think the movie's fine. I think the movie's fantastic, and it's a very
but it's
interesting world.
supposed to be paired with a game that
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
fulfill
supposed to
its
be-
promises.
Yeah,
And not to mention a game where and now I get into the specifics of the combat system was just
I hated
ugh.
that combat. I
I
couldn't.
hate first of all, like I hate the idea of switching my weapons. That was so goddamn annoying on main character, and then
Mhm.
relying on the here's the thing. In the FF15, the AI was stupid. Your companions were dumb. As opposed to you play FF7 remake, they're smart. They're gonna behave properly, and you can fluidly switch. Everything about 15 I despise, and I don't. Thing is, it's not even the worst. I don't hate it the most. I just don't like it. It's not like it's 12, which I absolutely despise. FF12, I despise FF12
I don't like
with a
10.
passion.
I can't. I don't
Blasphemy.
like 10 or 10 too.
Blasphemy.
I don't. And I've laid out my reasonings. I'm tired of sitting through cutscene after fucking cutscene after fucking cutscene. I
Well,
want to play the game. Don't
that-
give me
well-
armies of cutscenes.
Well, in defense of that, that was they had just come up with that kind of engine for those games.
Mhm.
That was what was the foundation for everything going forward. with an FF game. I mean, you realize that game was one of the first games ever to be 100% voice acted.
Mhm. Yeah.
And
I know, like, the game.
I also love the
does
story and
things-
the characters. I love the story and the characters of 10.
I know the
So-
game does things well. I know people love it. I can't stand it. And it's
Yeah, that's fine.
because I wanted to play the game, and it felt like every 5 minutes. Oh my god!
See, I didn't get that feeling. I didn't get that feeling. I played the hell out of that game. That was one of
I
those
need
games
to-
where I was so
To be perfectly honest, I also
overpowered
need to
again.
finish it.
You didn't
I got
finish it.
I got to the ice area, and I was like, I can't do it because it was every 5 minutes. A goddamn.
See, well, how far
cutscene.
how far did you get?
I beat
Depends on, because once you get to a certain
Uh,
point, you have a lot
guy
of
that-
freedom at one
I
point.
beat he's kind of like the main boss bad guy thing, the guy with weird hair. I think I beat his second form. And then I get
Okay.
into an icy area. And then it was just constantly.
I mean, I see. Again, I really love the game. I love the characters. I love the flow of it. It's a nice blend of freedom and on the rails. And of course, Blitzball is one of the greatest mini games of all time.
I did like Blitzball. I thought that was fun.
One of the greatest games.
I don't remember 13.
All right, all right. So 12, I like Ivalice, but 12 is not Final Fantasy Tactics. It's Ivalice in name only. And 13.
Was that the first? No, that's because it went
What?
11. Isn't 11 the one online? And then it did
11 was the
2?
first online one.
Yeah.
11, then 12 was basically I hated 12 one because the characters were horrible, the story was horrible, the villain was horrible. The villain was not a villain. The gods, everything was so mishmash in that, and in the end, it was like playing FF11 by yourself, and it was horribly boring. But everything about 12, but 13, I was not unhappy with 13.1. Part 1, because everybody else didn't like it, that it was on the rails, but I felt after 12 I liked just playing these characters in a story. I liked just going through the story. I didn't want to run around the world. I wanted to be in a story, so I didn't hate it. But then the ending was a little but I was okay with it. I liked 13.2. I liked the concept. It was fun. I really got into 13.2. But then 13.3, Lightning Returns, was such a system shock that I played through it, and I wasn't in love with it, but I was just going through it because at that point I had to see how it ended. But then there was a particular mechanic in Lightning Returns that I completely didn't learn. Is a kind of a counter mechanic. I didn't learn it, or I didn't have any gear sets for it because I found a way around it. I found a way I was so power leveled, over leveled, I bulldozed my way through it. It didn't matter. But the only way you can beat the final boss when it goes to its final phase is to use that mechanic. And I didn't have any dress spheres modified for that mechanic. So no matter what I did, I couldn't beat the game, no matter how strong I was. And it pissed me off, and I rage quit it, put it down. And then I never went back. And then years later, I did watch the final movie. And I also don't like in the end, looking back, I don't like what 13.2 and 13.3 did to butcher the world and the storyline, because they completely forgot about things here and there. But then the final moment of 13 was that, the world of 13 was reborn to our modern day real world Earth, and they're all reincarnated in Earth. Like, no, fuck you for that. So that 13 fell apart. It completely falls apart.
I played 13. I never got into 2 or Lightning's Return, but that was about it.
The soundtracks are kick ass.
Yeah.
The soundtracks for all 3 games are kick ass. I will say that. And the anime and the graphics are beautiful. I mean, Lightning is beautiful. All the characters look great.
Oh,
fantastic design.
Silver has a hard on for Lightning. Like,
yeah,
he loves Lightning.
Dude, yeah, she was great. I mean, Claire is awesome. Lightning was great. All the characters. I mean, her Sarah was great in 2.
Tifa's better.
Characters. Oh, Tifa's number 1.
I'm gonna admit something. I have never been able to get Tifa's special weapon or her
You mean the original
ultimate.
game?
Yeah, or her ultimate.
I got every. Well, back in the day, I bought the strategy guide when I was a kid. After I beat, I had to think back to the day. If I beat a game on my own, then I would be able to buy a strategy. I would allow myself to buy a strategy guide for it.
I have looked it up. I have done what you need to do multiple times. I've never gotten her weapon. I've never gotten her final smash. I can't do it, and I don't know why.
I got it.
It pisses me off. I've never been. Apparently, you can get not Tifa. Tifa. Who's the other one? Why am I? You can get Aerith stuff. I don't know how.
Well, you have to. You get it. Clouds. You have to get it your first trip to Golden Saucer. During
I've also
because remember, Aerith dies before you get to disc 3, where everybody else's stuff is unlocked. So you have to get all Aerith's stuff on disc 2.
I've also never been able to get into Honeybee. I'd always do something wrong whenever I try to get into the Honeybee place.
How is that possible? That's part of the game.
You can fail to get into Honeybee Manor.
Wow. Okay, you're retarded then.
I don't know what I do wrong. I go over there and I end up getting locked out, and it's like, well, fuck.
You grish and drag, and you go inside. That's the mechanic.
Well, no, not. Maybe we're thinking of two different things. Like there is the like the strip club place with all the girls that you need to get the one of those parts to make yourself look properly in drag.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never been able to get into that spot to get properly in drag.
So you're retarded. Okay.
Yes, I am retarded.
Retardation confirmed.
Are we really shocked? Are we really shocked that I'm retarded?
Oh, I mean, back in the day, John Connors, after the first time I beat it, which I did pretty well my first time out. I mean, I did so well. I got Knights of the Round my first time out because I inbred the hell out of my chocobos to get my golden chocobo. I mean, it's creepy and weird, but it's the only way you get it. You have to inbreed your chocobos. So I got my golden chocobo, and once I could run the world on the golden chocobo, I found the Knights of the Round Island, and I got that. And then using that, that just easy moded the rest of the game. I had to not use it to try and make it a challenge my first time through. But later on, I on future playthroughs, once I had the strategy guide, I didn't have Cloud's ultimate weapon. I didn't have any of that stuff. I didn't have anybody's ultimate skills the first time out. I leaned on Knights of the Round. But later playthroughs, later on, I maxed out. I got everything.
I think I've gotten most of the things in the entire game. It's just a few things I've never been able to do properly.
Well,
I don't know why.
I would never have figured out without the strategy guide how to defeat Emerald Weapon using the mimic trick. I never would have known that. I would have tried to brute force my way through it.
It took me three times playing the game till I finally figured out properly linking materia.
Oh my god.
I'm a dumbass, and
you're
brute forced myself through everything.
You are killing me. No, I think our definitions of brute force are two different things.
Smash, smash, smash.
My brute force requires grinding, power leveling, proper gearing, proper skills, and then perfect execution to just overwhelm my enemies. That's my definition of brute force.
My definition of brute force is build up my break and then
smash buttons and hope for the
best.
Smash
buttons. Smash
hope
buttons.
for the best.
Smash the best. Oh, on that note, I still need to play through. I need to at least attempt to beat this level in Yu-Gi-Oh. I need to attempt.
I saw you when I first saw you doing this 2 days ago. I was like, "What the fuck is he doing up at this hour?" I know why I'm up at this hour. What the fuck is he doing up? Why is he streaming? Because you hadn't created this thumbnail yet.
Yeah.
And like I'm like, Ball Busters. What? I go to freaking the DM room. Like, wait, is there something going on? Did I not get a link?
No, that was my bad.
No, he's just a fucking retard with the Ball Buster thumbnail up.
Yeah, I didn't create what I needed yet, so all I've been doing is playing this and hanging out with chat to just chill out. And
so when I breezed by you, I'm like, What's he playing? Oh, that's Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay, he's just playing a rando game. Okay, back to Zelda.
Yeah. Ultimately, all I do here usually on this stream is like, yeah, Fridays. If somebody wants to hop in and just chat, that's fine. This is all this is.
Well,
It's-
I made this stream better for you this morning.
yeah, I liked it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I didn't. I mean, I did got through my 2 topics and then moved on. So,
Yeah.
and then just
Which
chatting,
Yu-Gi-Oh
chatting.
game is this?
Master Duel.
I have okay. No,
I don't
I'm-
shit. Stop sharing thing. I only play it as like dumb fun. I don't even
Yeah.
know what I was planning something. I don't remember what it was.
God, I only remember old school Yu-Gi-Oh shit.
This is definitely not old school Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, I mean old school Yu-Gi-Oh, regular stuff, classic fusions, none of this. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're doing here.
I'm trying to beat a deck. Use a deck given to me by the game to beat another deck, and I'm just gonna jump to the end because I wanted it to attack me. I do have a Dark Magician deck that I've started to use because Dark Magicians become overpowered.
I don't remember what my I don't remember. I mean, I've played a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh games throughout the
Mhm.
years. Ones that were totally not related to the actual story, and the last one I played is when I had last time I had a Game Boy. It was the adaptation of the Battle City tournament, which was
I
actually
love that
it was a
game.
good little game. I stopped about halfway through because I think I got bored.
I love that game, and I
Yeah,
just
but-
failed.
I just remember I remember when I was I remember that game. I already had Slifer, and I was just basically relying on building up counters to make Slifer unbeatable. And
It is possible if the link summon card and destroyed by battle or is destroyed by opponent. Special summon a fire monster? Oh, from my deck. Okay, well, we'll just bring out you. Oh, I can't. Okay, I just wanted to kill me now. Just end my misery. I hate this. I hate this fucking deck. But I still play that Yu-Gi-Oh game that you're talking about. I have it because I love it.
well, I don't have a Game Boy anymore, and I think I held on for a while, but that vanished. And or actually, is it?
Yeah,
It might be in a box. I don't know if I got rid. No, I think I sold it. Or no, I sold it PSP. I don't remember anymore.
I still have it. I found it the other day. I just need to find my charger to my SP. Because I love that fucking game so much.
Well, that one
My
was a
problem-
really good game because you were
Mhm.
actually Yami Yugi in that one. You weren't some
Uh,
rando person.
No, you weren't. You were a rando.
No, you were Yugi.
No, you were a rando.
I remember being Yugi.
No, you could battle Yugi. You could battle Yami Yugi.
You were a rando? I thought I remember
Yeah,
being
you were a rando.
because you're taking part in the story and you're getting the god cards and everything.
Yeah.
And
But you were a rando.
really, I don't remember being a rando. I thought I was Yugi. I thought I remember being Yugi in that one. I thought I was Yugi and you could battle yourself.
No, you could battle both Yugi and Yami Yugi. You could not in that game. You actually can't get Ra. The final card you can get of the Egyptian god cards is Ra, but you cannot actually own Ra. It always just sets you back.
Mm.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
mate.
go into my main deck.
Well, that makes sense because I mean, it would make sense.
Set one eternal.
But I had Slifer. Did I get as far as getting what was the other one's shit? What was the other one called? What was the other one called? The one that Kaiba had?
The card Obelisk the Tormentor.
Obelisk Torment, thank you. I couldn't
Yeah.
remember that. Yeah, it's been a
Sorry,
while.
I was trying to think of what you were
No,
doing.
I just suddenly I lost it completely. Yeah, Obelisk. I think I had Obelisk and Slifer. I think I'd gotten that far where I had them both.
It's like there. I play you. I still play Yu-Gi-Oh. There's sometimes where I don't like what's going on in the game, but I still think it's a fantastic game. Like some of the dueling mechanics, I think are just stupid.
To me, it was very the first generation idea of the game through the anime that was
Mhm.
easy to understand, and
Well-
it just got more complicated as the seasons went on, and like fusing without the fusion card and all kinds of other things. I don't know.
Well, it fusing without the fusion card is called contact fusion. They made it make more sense in game.
Yeah, it just to me when they did it in the anime, it removed the coolness of fusing monsters.
Well, it actually kind of helps. What I prefer to do though is XC summoning, and then there's link summoning. I prefer XC summoning because it's simple. All you need are essentially 2 level monsters equal to everything, and you get stuff to just work. You can summon powerful monsters. But they just started making the game go way too fast. So they've been trying to slow it down, and it's not working. Every Dark Magician in the Monster Zone unaffected by your opponent's... Oh, yeah. You know what? I'll do this. Screw your card. Tribute 1/1. Okay. Every Dark Magician in your Monster Zone is unaffected by your opponent's card effects. If this face-up card leaves the field, destroy all monsters. Yeah, I'll just do it. Why the fuck not? Add 1 Dark Magician or 1,000 Knight. Wait, why am I not getting my Dark Magician? Finally get Dark Magic Attack. Oh, it's Dark Magic Attack, not Dark Magician. And...
Yeah, all I remember is when I used to make decks in this, I used to try and mimic what I saw in the anime that worked.
A lot of the times it didn't work.
Sometimes it did.
Sometimes
but that's because like the video game mechanics were slightly different than the anime mechanics. And
they were majorly different.
So you had to adjust some things sometimes, but for the most part, it worked. You know, I could get things that happened in the anime to work in the game, at least monster wise.
Now and then.
I mean, I was good. I didn't struggle in the video games when I played them. My tactics seemed to work most of the time.
Yeah, I just play Yu-Gi-Oh on and off. It's one of those comfort zone games that I know what I'm doing. I 100% know what's going on at all times. And I might fuck up and fail, but I will eventually just get through it. And I have a Cyber Dragon deck too, because there's some of the coolest cards in game. God, this deck is filled with you can summon one spellcaster monster or spell and trap that mentions Dark Magician from your hand or face up on the field. Special. Oh, yes, sir. I will be sending you to the graveyard because I don't need 2 of you. I have Timaeus. During your main phase, you can fusion summon a no. As tempting as that is. Oh, you fucking twat waffle. Of course I did that.
Back to your hand.
Yeah, and I can't use its ability. I can still do something because this card's going to come in handy. My Magic Karibo. Oh. Also have this. Activate you. Screw you. I can fusion summon. Use you. We'll summon Amulet Dragon. Right? No, Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. Okay. That was Amulet Dragon. The Dark Magician is normal special summoned. Yes. 1 card to banish. Fuckity you. We'll go into battle phase. Dark Magicians have become overpowered. Like, they are some of the better decks, and when they can still get beat, but
back in the day, it was Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl. That was it.
They are they are still useful. There's actually a Dark Magician Red Eyes combination now that you can utilize. And it is a fucking powerful monster. Fuck it, we'll send you to the graveyard.
That's how dated I am with my Yu-Gi-Oh. There weren't a million Dark Magician variants. There was just the Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl. That was it.
There's some fun variants now. There's fun variants of almost every card. And I still keep up on what's coming out. Personally, my favorite monsters type is my favorite decks are chaos decks. That's what my Cyber Dragon deck is based on, is a chaos, combining Cyber Dragons and Dark Dragons. But I just wanted to get one win on this fucker. But I like this game because it teaches you the base mechanics, understanding like the new strategy if you've been out for a while, and then it teaches you about all sorts of different archetypes and storylines. Because there is depth to even just the cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's beautiful. The stories that are
yeah, the anime used to make that clear that the cards had meaning, and that remember, I watched the original 3 seasons of everything. The original I watched
3 seasons or 3 series.
Series. Sorry, series. And the original 3 series. I watched the original from beginning to end. Wasn't happy how it ended. Frankly, I think it should have ended at Battle City Tournament. That was the best part. After that, then taking out the filler. I'm not talking about the filler. We take out the filler.
Actually, I'm one of those weirdos that really enjoyed the Noah arc.
I hated the Noah arc because I knew it was. Even though I just knew it was filler. It's like this is why we're delaying getting to the finals of the Battle City Tournament, because immediately means nothing because you get to Battle City Tournament finals and it's like it never happened. You could skip over and in rewatches I've skipped over it completely, and it's like, oh, it never happened because it didn't happen
because it wasn't a thing. I liked it because I liked the interesting ideas of some of the mechanics they brought in.
Now, as far as the filler goes,
deck bosses.
As far as the filler goes, the first one, I didn't dislike the Orichalcos thing, but that
Orichalcos art was fun. Yeah,
but it was filler.
100% filler.
But it was filler.
100%. I did not like. There's a later filler thing where they go into like a monster world, capsule monsters. I hate.
Yeah, that was early filler. That is early.
No, that's late. That's later filler.
Really? Well,
that was a filler specifically made for America to try to compete with Pokemon.
That was garbage. Well, it was garbage.
Yeah, it was.
But the thing is, though, then the final actual arc, the Champions Tournament, I didn't like it.
You didn't like Champions Tournament is.
I didn't like it, and then I hate the fact that the final battle is Yugi versus Yami.
Well, that's
I know it's canon.
Yeah,
I know, but it's just I don't like the way it ends.
I kind of like it. It does feel like an all-around full story. I didn't need Champions Tournament. That I agree with that. That was just stupid. I did not like
the whole Yami. I don't like the going back in time thing for the final arc. It just.
Oh, I know what part you're talking about.
Yeah,
when they're going up against Zork.
Yeah, well, the whole Zork thing. Even though Zork was always going to be there, but
I kind of like it because it fills out.
But I didn't. I know. I just didn't like going back in time like that. It bugged the hell out of me.
One of the cool things about going back in time is you understand why Yami has this connection to Yami and Yami Yugi and all of them have a connection to like Dark Magician, and you understand why Kaiba has a connection to Blue Eyes. You understand these things.
I know, but I
wanted
wanted to see my card game play, and they took that away from me in the final season.
I can see where you're going with that.
That's why I enjoyed. I like watching the strategy and this and that, and how they're going to get at this, and they took that away from me with the back in time arc.
I got pissed off. We have actually in America, you have to get the dubs. There is no final season for GX or 5Ds. Because they got way too dark.
Yeah, I watched GX. GX is not my favorite, but I have watched it all the way through because
I think GX is not my favorite either, but I think it has some of the most heart.
So
it has heart.
It takes itself too seriously while not taking itself seriously, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. I've
seen
the final season. I think the final season is borderline perfect. Just wrapping up.
I don't remember too clearly. I think I rewatched it.
The final season is only dubbed. So
I've seen it all. I know because what I did when I was when I was laid up after China, I couldn't go anywhere because my foot was fucked up. So I was sitting around either playing video games or watching ungodly amounts of anime, watching shit I'd never watched before. In that year, I watched more anime than I had watched in a decade prior to that because I couldn't do anything because I couldn't walk. So I went through the whole of Yu-Gi-Oh again, and I committed to watching GX, and then I committed to watching 5Ds because I'd only gotten partway through 5Ds, and I liked 5Ds better than I liked GX because the characters were better and the story was better.
A lot of people like 5Ds better than GX. I like GX because of the heart. 5Ds, that is a dark one.
It was hardcore.
That got really dark. And then even in they also
and then the movie, and then the time travel movie where everybody comes together. That was good.
Movie.
Because then it also concludes Kaiba's arc, where he creates tech to travel back to another dimension so he can face his real rival Yami. Even though GX alludes to the fact that Yugi grows up to have the same skill and abilities as Yami. Yami
I wish they showed us
was really Kaiba's rival. And
I wish they showed us who won between Jaden and Yugi.
Yeah, that was stupid.
That was not a good thing.
Yugi should kick his ass.
Yeah, I like
Jaden's fucking superhero deck. That was the other thing about GX. I hated his fucking superhero deck.
Well,
I fucking hated it.
So his elemental hero deck, honestly, was in the manga because I
hate its concept. It's maybe retarded. Like
the concept is interesting. Like all the hero cards are actually kind of interesting, but the manga is where you get the actual like Yu-Gi-Oh storylines because they change it up so drastically for the anime. Jaden actually has a completely different hero deck than what we see in show. Like he has multiple hero decks. He has a masked hero deck to be Super Sentai that ends up being his ultimate thing. There's some really cool.
I didn't like the concept of a hero deck. It just the ideas of it bugged the hell out of me.
I think it worked because what they were doing is, I need to look back at.
Here's the problem. I watch that, and all I ever do is compare it to Yugi's deck or Kaiba's deck, and their decks were fucking awesome back in the day.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, one of my favorite things is when Yugi rebuilds his deck for the Battle City tournament.
Oh, that's such a good moment. You have to say goodbye to fantastic cards, but
it was just so cool the way he rebuilt his deck, and I loved it.
And he got cards that just melded well with each other,
and then winning the cards throughout the tournament, and adjusting it. It was cool. It was cool. That's why Battle City tournament. Even though I like 5Ds, Battle City tournament is peak Yu-Gi-Oh for me. I think
you're right. Battle City tournament is one of the best storylines ever. I honestly prefer just the OG, just that first.
See, I like it, but then also the Battle City tournament part 1 opening theme where they remixed it. It's so fucking badass.
Oh yeah, there was last year at Anime Matsuri. I'm waiting to get into. I don't remember if it was the YouTube panel or it was either YouTube, FNT, or Flashcast. And how they have this place set up, they actually have a singing area or stuff like that. If fans want to come up, do karaoke or something. And I'm sitting up there waiting, and I hear the theme song come on. And somebody's playing that remixed version on electric guitar, and I'm like, "Oh my god!"
It's just the dun 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 dun. Yeah, I freaking love that. That is the they switch it, and the problem is the opening, the animation to go with it is so cool, but then they fuck it up on the final section. They remix the visuals on it, and they fuck it up.
I didn't like. Because there's actually apparently the Japanese version of that song is actually better. I don't like how they started adding words into it for other seasons.
Yeah.
I just didn't like it. Even 5D, I don't like any of the other openings.
Yeah.
They become too peppy.
Battle City tournament opening first opening is just it's the best one.
I will say, you need to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Trying to remember, not Zexal. It came after Zexal.
Oh God, Zexal hurt my brain.
Zexal gave me my favorite summoning mechanic. That's all I'm gonna ever talk about.
I tried. I thought, okay, here's just another one. We are no longer in the original Yu-Gi-Oh timeline because original GX and 5Ds. That's the original timeline because 5Ds is the future of
They
all
kind
that
of they
stuff.
kind of branch off. They have a
But
there's a
then
way to explain it. I don't
Zexal,
remember.
I realized, okay, Zexal is something completely new.
Mhm.
Okay. I didn't finish it. I think I got halfway through it and I said,
It
that's
does. It
I
starts
can't-
getting better, but my
do-
problem with it is
I'm partnered with the spirit guy and Mr. Prince Elfie dude.
my problem with it. Like in the later seasons, it starts getting better. They rush through the duels. They just
Well, it's not even just that.
it's
I
bring out
hated
your
they-
powerful monster right away. No,
Well,
no.
you know what
build up.
no. Well, also here's my problem with that. It's like, wow, we're making these protagonists even younger than
Mhm.
before. At least in original Yu-Gi-Oh, they're teenagers, and then in GX, they're college
GX,
students almost.
they're still kids.
Okay,
But
but
they
they're-
explain it like this is a prestigious
Yeah,
duel academy.
yeah.
Like,
And then 5Ds, they're basically adults
yeah.
in 5Ds.
I will say it's after.
Except the twins.
I can never
The twins weren't
remember.
adults. But...
I can never remember the name of the one that came after Zexal. It's not 5Ds. It's when
Alright,
they
hang on,
introduced
you know-
pendulum summoning.
Oh yeah, okay.
So that anime is
Did
actually
I wait? Did
really
I?
good.
I hated Zexal, and I tried watching that one too, where the kid was just
Mhm.
even younger, and the animation style got
So
fucked.
actually, you watch through the first season. Just watch through the first
No.
season. I'm
No.
telling you, just watch through that first season. It gets really fucking good. That's one of their last really good ones. I haven't seen their newest one, Vrains, yet. I've heard nothing but good things about Vrains. Now they have a brand new one out that I will not touch with a 1,000-foot pole because it's
so done.
It's so stupid. They changed up how Yu-Gi-Oh works altogether. They went into the very campy kitty part. Right now in the actual anime, because I see like what's going on in the anime because of some of the people I follow, they actually have people turning into cats, and I don't want to know why. I don't.
All right, so
Don't
here
do
we
this
go.
to me.
I let me go look at. I'm trying to see what I. So yeah, so there's the original stuff. I remember going to see Pyramid of Light in the movie theater.
Oh, I have that still.
Yeah. And I got a card when I went to see it. Of course, I didn't play the game. I was like, oh, I got a card. Yeah,
I always wanted Shining Dragon, but you can never summon Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. You couldn't summon Blue Eyes Shining Dragon for at least another 2 to 3 years later because they didn't print Ultimate Dragon yet. Arc 5, that's what it's called. You actually need to watch Arc 5. It has a kid. I know you don't like the kid. They go back to they incorporate 5Ds and GX.
Okay, yeah, I tapped out partway through through Zexal because I just couldn't take it.
I like the summoning mechanic. There is some good aspects to the late story and like some bosses that are fucking powerful, and they actually go dark and they didn't censor it for America. That's why you never got the end of GX or 5Ds because they got way too dark. They decided to stop doing that. They gave you the end for Zexal and they give you the end for Arc 5.
So now there's V-Rains. I remember when that came out, and again, I was already out by then. And then there's Sevens.
Sevens is the newest one.
No, Go Rush is the newest one.
Wait, is it Go Rush?
I'm looking at the list right here.
Wait, when did Go Rush come out? What the fuck?
Here, I'll share it.
I'm looking at it right now. What the fuck is Go Rush? Sevens was the last one I saw. They incorporated. I think they're what? What the fuck? They incorporated a new summoning mechanic in Sevens that I just did not like. Oh, you're sharing it right now. Vrains is apparently really good. It's kind of dark as well.
I'm just not interested anymore. I've moved beyond it.
Mm-hmm. I don't like the summoning mechanic they introduced in Vrains, though, Link. They really just ruined the gameplay, in my personal opinion, as well. Like, it did not become fun. I don't like Link summoning. It's so it's too easy, but at the same time, you get way too powerful monsters out way too fast. Oh, I just saw this, and I need to pull it up on screen.
It's fine. I'll take this down.
And then I think I'm gonna start wrapping it up here too.
Yeah, yeah. I'm entering the window where I can shut it down for a couple of hours and try and.
This purposefully
Hello, hi, Alexis.
encapsulates
Hi, Alexis.
why GX was so fantastic.
Hi,
One of the
Alexis.
last reasons.
There's two reasons.
Well,
It's
yeah.
Alexis. 2 reasons. Alexis. Hi, Alexis.
So I started admitting this. I have 2 dogs, both labs. One's named Max, one's named Atticus. After my 2 favorite characters in Yu-Gi-Oh! Maximilian Pegasus
I can't make fun of you. One day I'll tell you
and
something
Atticus Rose.
something I did involving names, and I can't make fun of anybody when it comes to naming things because of what I did to myself. I'll tell you one day.
One day, and I'll probably make fun of you, but at the same time,
Oh, everybody makes fun of me when they learn this. Everybody makes fun of me. I have friends who made fun of me for years for this when I told this one, and it's like the answer is you fucking nerd. It's like, yep. Fucking nerd.
I mean, everybody calls me a nerd when I finally admit that, and it's like, well, I mean,
no, this was I chose this, and it will. I can't tell you because it would completely dox me. That's why I can't say it live.
Okay, yeah,
it involves my own personal name, so I can't. I can't.
You didn't change your middle name to Laser, did you?
No, but I did change my middle name to something. That's all I'll say. Well, listen, I got to listen when my real father died when I was 5 years old. So I have an original last name I was born with, his family name, but we wanted to distance ourselves from his family. So I never liked that last name anyway. So then when my mom remarried, I took my stepdad's last name, but he never adopted me. So at a certain point, I officially changed my middle name. I legally changed my middle name and my last name to his last name, but I got to choose my own middle name because I hated my own middle name, my original name.
It's Cloud, isn't it?
No. But then when when my stepdad and my mom got divorced, I realized, shit, I don't want this last name anymore. Fuck that. I'm going back to one of my mom's family names. So I took that, but I kept the middle name. So my name, with the exception of my first name, is of basically my own crafting. While my last name is a familial name, I didn't just make up my own last name. It is an actual family last name, but my middle name is of my own choosing, and it is I am a complete fucking nerd for what I did for what I chose.
I only guess that because this is old, like internet lore. If you've ever heard of Rooster Teeth,
Sort of.
one of their founding members is Jeff Ramsey, and he legally changed his middle name to Laser.
Yeah, I'm not that gay.
When I heard that, I was like, no, he did it. No,
I'm a fucking nerd. It's a total nerd thing, but I will never. I own it. I just can't say it because again, it would. Everybody knows my name, but if I give my middle name, that would fully dox me. So I can't. I can't say it publicly.
Hey, whatever. It is what it is. But
yeah,
I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Adam, thank you for coming on.
Hey, I was up, you were up, and I needed to share. I needed to vocalize my initial thoughts on the Flash, crystallize it.
Well, I think I'm gonna end up passing out for about 4 or 5 hours, and then I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's about what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna pass out to about lunchtime, get my arm day in, and then go about my day. And
I'm debating going to the gym again today. Would technically be the answer.
Well, you got to remember, it's not taking rest days in between is not bad. I mean, I take Saturday, Sunday off. So
I took yesterday off. I want to do like at least 5 days a week, but if I can, because
I mean, I do at least 3 to 4 days of physical training, and every day 20 to 30 minutes of the cardio. You know, that every day at least get some cardio in.
I mean, I get about 10,000 steps in a day, period. So, but on that note, I was saving this for tomorrow.
What? Well, it is tomorrow. It's Friday.
Well, okay, it was saving this for Ballbusters, but I got a new outro, and I think I'm gonna.
No, save it. Save it. Save it for the bigger show.
Okay, I'll save it for tomorrow's
I'm
outro
gonna bounce
because Alf bullied me. so I bought it.
Well, happy to join you this morning.
Hey, not a problem.
And I will see you tonight.
I'll see you
Later.
tonight, buddy. See ya. And chat, thank you guys for remaining. I know we got really nerdy there. I at least busted out some more Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff. This stream's never super serious. Not a whole lot of things are gonna happen. For the most part, we're just gonna relax, chill out. I'll play some Yu-Gi-Oh. I'll interact with you. What happens is what happens. That's what this whole stream is. That's why it's called Mayhem. Because I don't have a plan. I never have a plan. I want to see how things go. On that note, guys, thank you all for hanging out. I don't have a. Oh, howdy there, Mustang, otherwise known as the Green Dragon. Green Dragon Inn. You just missed Adam, and I'm ending the stream because I'm getting tired finally. So I don't have a good outro. Trying to think what can I do for an outro. You know what? We're just gonna do what I did for the intro. Y'all have a good one. Come back here again later tonight for Ball Busters, and in the meantime, I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now. BuzzFeed, how gay are you?
Bring it up. Bring it up.
Well, we know BuzzFeed is
Bring
pretty
it up.
gay, but they're gone now. So
This is gonna be great.
How
All right,
gay
now-
are you?
okay,
be
guys, all right, here are
100%
the rules.
honest.
None of us can answer. These are Dermy answers only.
Okay.
We have. All right.
Choose a color. Red, blue, pink, yellow, what the fuck, and green.
lilac.
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 Lilac's a flower, not a color.
It is a color.
no.
It's
It's
like
a version
purple.
of purple.
Oh my gosh. Did
Dude.
It's a
Hi.
flower.
Maybe
not
he's
a
not
color.
that gay. He
Maybe
doesn't
he's
know
not that gay.
It's a
True.
fucking version of a purple, dude.
No,
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 no, hold on,
no,
hold
no,
on.
It's kind of
Hold
weird
on,
that
hold
they
on,
just
hold
did that
on.
one though.
Hold on. He might still be gay, but he might just be very, very, very retarded.
Oh, that's definite. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
both can be
Alright.
true.
Yeah.
But it is
A few moments later.
This quiz does not represent me at all. Jesus fuck!
Yeah.
All that work.